is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I can't breathe, I can't even speak. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Am I really that fucking crazy? You dropped up on my noise. Relationships built on trust. I feel stupid. Drove a dagger through my heart. I should have seen this. I should have known from the start. I'm so stuck on you. Will I ever be enough? Always got me asking. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I can't breathe, I can't even speak. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Am I really that fucking crazy? Gotta get me out, so I don't fall and break down. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Am I really that fucking crazy? This toxic love won't last. It's happening all too fast. You got me spinning. I feel like
The opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and guests are not those of DGVRadio.com, Envisage Productions LLC, its advertisers, sponsors, or employees.
Let's go. Whoa, whoa, yeah, down to Belmont Ave. Gotta get my stuff and go. And they call me up. She put me for the show. Calling my band. Time to rock and roll. I'm on the Wiseguyz show. I'm on the Wiseguyz show. The show is on and we're ready to party. Everybody wants to be here. There's food in the green room. Pass me some vino. Play some music. Take some calls. Do some magic. And break some balls. I'm on the Wiseguyz show. I'm on the Wiseguyz show. We're on the Wiseguyz show.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's go. Let's hear it. Man, it's been a long time. We haven't been around in a while since March, St. Patrick's Day show.
Finalmente.
Unbelievable. The Wiseguyz show is back tonight, and let's start off. I am your host, Freddie the Fireman. Sitting next to me over here with the green shirt matching the green microphone is Italian singing sensation, Biagio.
Ciao, everyone. Ciao.
Biagio sitting over here on the other side of me. My left-hand man, or your right-hand man on this side, is none other than Jumpin' Gennaro. All right, Jumpin' Gennaro's in the house. Atso! And I just wanted to mention a guy we haven't seen for a while, a member of the Wiseguyz show, Mad Dog Mike Jenkins is in the house tonight.
Hey, good to be back.
Welcome back, Mike. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How's everything?
Be here. That's all right. We're on the other end of this thing, so that's exciting.
Nah, but we have a new broadcasting system, and I'm telling you that nobody misses out on being on the screen. So let me introduce the guy next to you from Hoboken. He is the Hoboken Connection. Angelo Acetta's in the house.
Hey, what's up, boys? How we doing?
All right. And our guest
Don't
this
forget
evening.
he's the new proud daddy.
That's right.
Grazie.
That's right. That's right.
What's the Bambina's name again?
Melania.
Melania. Wow, that's nice. Beautiful name. That's right.
Thank you.
And so we had the millennial babies, we had the baby boomers. Now we have the COVID babies, I guess.
Tell me about it.
Unbelievable. All right, and let's introduce our special guest host this evening. He's a good friend of ours. We love him to death. He's going to be in this. You're in a whole bunch of other stuff, but look for him in the Many Saints of Newark coming out in November, October. March. Joey Catalano's in the
Did you say many cents in Newark?
Many
Uno, due, tre, asso!
And joining us at the table next to Joe is none other than our engineer, Benjamin Franklin is in the house. Sandandonio's in the house.
He was ready to do a blessing. Go ahead. We haven't been back.
Sandandonio. Now all he's got to do is grow the beard and you're Sandandonio. Are you going to get a haircut? Are we going to do something special?
Tell him your mission.
Due to COVID reasons, I can't afford it.
Look at that hair, Biagio. Come on, look at that.
He needs a haircut.
Oh my God.
I kind of like
He
it.
reminds me. You said that. I told him he looks like Danny Bonaducci. Yeah, Partridge Family.
I thought he looked more like the lion in The Wizard of Oz.
Nice
Well,
hair,
I
Rick.
plan on going to Woodstock, so I want to play the part.
There you go.
Now listen, the Wiseguyz got some ads to play later. I added that Reality Suite ad. Is that still on?
I guess so.
Oh, I mean it's for World Tour or something like that. There's something like, I don't know. I put it in there. I saw your latest.
I don't know.
All right, you don't know. That's all. It is what it is.
It's a
Reality
reality.
Suite.
It's a reality.
It's a reality if it's okay. But we haven't been here since St. Patrick's Day, and it's been a really rough time. And I got to be honest with you, I was wondering if we were ever going to get back, but now you see the numbers in New Jersey coming down, and we're hoping that eventually we can get back to doing our crazy shows. Right now it's just the guys, and we've been very quiet. We're keeping somewhat of social distance, but all of us, I believe, got tested, and we're all good. And let's hope that everybody gets out of this, and we can come back to reality soon. What do you think?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So, Angelo,
Oh,
what's going on?
what's going on with me, or you want to know what's going on?
No, what's going on in the Italian American community? Because I know you're always involved in doing a lot of stuff.
Everything got put on a hold. Really, our club got shut down. Obviously, as long as plenty of other clubs and bars in Hoboken. Wow. We actually just reopened, but at I think a 20% capacity, so not that many members could even go there. Wow. And a lot of our members are older gentlemen, so we just have to keep in their whole.
You got an outside quarters in the location?
We do. We have the front street, but there's no room to put tables. We could maybe fit 5 guys out there, but that's Hoboken right now. But the Columbus statue still stands.
There you go.
Columbus Park.
Beautiful.
No problems with that.
Listen,
no problems at all with that in Hoboken. Nothing.
I didn't want to. I was going to bring that up later, but now that you brought it up, no, seriously. Like I mean, when I grew up with Columbus, and I'll go face to face with anybody to debate over Columbus, and I'll start off, when a person wants to tell me about who Christopher Columbus was. Listen, we celebrated him for years, and all my life since I was a child, going to Columbus Day parades in Newark. Right. Some of the greatest parades you'll ever see. And it was all for a good time. It was all for getting along. I mean, did we acknowledge Columbus? Of course, but it was for Italians to get together and to celebrate our heritage. And what bothers me is there's people out there that want to tell you who Christopher Columbus was 530 years ago when they can't tell you who their great-grandfather is now, and that bothers me. If you could tell me who your great-great-grandfather was and who he married and their maiden names and where they're from and whatever country they came from, if you could give me all that information, I would take your advice, or I would take you seriously if you want to tell me who Columbus was. You know what I mean? Because if you just have to vision the times of 500 years ago, getting on a wooden ship, sailing on a sea that nobody knew what it was, taking a bunch of guys, and listen, these people nowadays can't go through a COVID pandemic without buying toilet paper in ShopRite. You know how much, or any of the supermarkets, How much toilet paper were on the ship of Columbus when they were going? You know what I'm
was
saying?
half full.
My grandmother had 11 kids.
That's what I mean.
My mother's one of
wow.
11. There were no Pampers back then.
Captain
You
Sharman.
gotta
was-
watch-
She
Captain
washed,
Sharman
she
was
washed
on-
the diapers, right? Are you kidding me? And cooked.
Listen, people wanted to commit suicide
Those are
on that ship when they were
Yeah.
with. You know what I mean? They didn't believe Columbus actually was going to find any land. They thought they were doomed. I mean, how can you tell me? I mean, there was no TV, there was no phones, there was no. These people could, if there was ever like the phone epidemic, a pandemic where nobody
Right.
could use their phones, the world's over. Imagine when you're on a ship in the middle of the sea and a wood on a ship in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. Don't tell me that you know who Columbus is and where you found out and who you read and what you read. It's our heritage, and we stick with it, and that's the way we're always going to celebrate Columbus. And that's
Absolutely.
And listen, I'm a photographer for the Italian Tribune, and they're one of the biggest Italian organizations in the world, in the United States anyway, for Italian Americans. I'm there every year, and the pride and the honors and the stories from people's heritage and people's cultures. I mean, people coming from the immigrants coming over, hearing what I hear. Are you kidding me? You're going to take it out on a statue when it's our history? You know how many people went to college for a Columbus scholarship, or people got clothes to wear because of a Columbus donations?
So they're going to try to change the name of Columbus, Ohio? That's what I want to know.
They could change whatever they want, and it doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to die celebrating Columbus Day every year. It's still a national holiday, and you know what? Listen,
President Roosevelt, 1934, he made a national holiday. Okay, for Italians. All right, we had our own day. That's Columbus Day. That's the way I was raised growing up. It was always an Italian American holiday. All right, I myself was in the parade a bunch of times in New York City with my club doing a tarantella down Broadway. You know, that was every year I looked forward to that many
It's a
times.
special
We
time.
ran as Freddie mentioned, Newark. For many years it was Newark, and
Yeah, Bloomfield
we had
Avenue.
Bloomfield
Yeah.
Avenue, and then at some point locally, the Nutley Belleville
Right.
took over, and we were part of that many times, and there was celebration of family, friends, and people that really, made a difference. Would get together and share, all the celebrations that we had. It wasn't about getting together.
It was about
to
waving the
riot,
Italian flag.
Right, exactly.
You know,
Pride. It was pride. It was about pride.
meeting someone famous that's from the Italian.
Yeah, they'll bring them all from Italy. The actresses, the actors, they're all there on Columbus Day in New York City. All of them. And
I
it's
was
such an honor meeting them.
I was hanging with Mario Andretti last year at the Italian Tribune Columbus Day dinners where they honor people from all over the country that are Italian and what they do for their culture, what they do for their people, what they do for everybody. And to hear the names that if the Italian Tribune were able to give you the names of the people that were honored. We're all proud Italians that went through and received awards with Columbus, and nobody complained. So listen, I'm going to end it on this because we got so much more to talk about. But the largest statue in the world of Christopher Columbus is like maybe something like the size of the Statue of Liberty. And you know where it is? It's in Puerto Rico. So it's not just Italians that celebrate. The people, there's a reason why that's there. The Puerto Ricans accepted it. And maybe there's those who may not want it, but there's those who do. And listen, it is what it is, and Columbus Day will always be Columbus Day until someone changes it. And if they change it, I'm still going to celebrate it. I don't care what anybody says.
That's right.
Listen, the bottom line is if they try to change it, then we're going to have Italian Day.
Didn't he hit Puerto Rico first?
Yeah, well,
That's
he
why. Right,
technically
right.
named. Listen, I grew up with the parades, the Puerto Rican Day parades, also in Newark, and they would have floats come up with a Bloomfield Avenue with Columbus boats and floats and stuff, and so they honored them then. And it just takes, I guess, new generations to want to change things so they feel comfortable
Listen,
sitting at home.
there's not just an attack on Columbus, it's an attack on history.
Yeah.
The reason is, if you take away history, how are you going to have any future? You have no understanding of where your roots are from.
Correct.
So what do? You basically, eventually, you're going to be in a position where you're just going to hear what people say and try to think that that's truth when you have no evidence. So if you take away the history, you have no future. That's the way I
That's
see it.
right.
By the way, Columbus had long hair.
That's right. Just like Benjamin
Long
Franklin.
hair.
Respect for Columbus, that's what it was.
Just like Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
But I do want to thank all the people in the Tank community that are online on our page. Ferdinand Visco, Bill Russo, Johnny Anello, Johnny Mandolini, and all the Italian leaders in New York City. Listen, whenever Joe Piscopo's a big, believe it or not, there's a lot of
Piscopo, right?
names that you wouldn't be, we're all there for you whenever you need us. Just contact us and that's that. So let's get on to another subject. There's something I do want to bring up because we haven't been around. We had lost a few people dear to us, and I honestly don't know where to start. Recently, we never really met her. It was John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston, who passed. I want to do a mention to that.
Wow.
And since we've been gone, Little Richard had passed. And we just mentioned Pete Pozo, the cigar guy. He was a friend of mine. I know you knew him a lot better.
Childhood friend.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, we grew up together.
The best Jimenez cigars. You see him at every event. Pete Pozo was such a great guy. We saw him at SopranoCon.
Right.
Yes.
And, as we get a little down the line, Pete Michaels, ventriloquist that we had on the show.
I was going to say,
Pete?
that was the St. Patrick's.
He was on our show, our last show, and
he was on the
he was
last
so
show.
honored to be on our show, And I was looking to do some events with him. He was a really funny comedian, ventriloquist, and obviously.
I think, you know what, he was trying so hard on our show. He wanted to do so much. I think he was really struggling, but he was right there.
He
with
looked at me and thanked me to bring him back because he was away for a while. Obviously, he was dealing with some issues, and he
loved the
He made
studio.
it clear that he thanked me to get him out of the house. I think that day and to come into.
He loved sitting at the
Yeah.
table and the energy.
And
you know?
check out our St. Patrick's Day video show. And Pete was on there, and also another guy who I got to be honest with you, it broke my heart to hear it go. But Randy DiOrio, Randy was part of our show.
Great guy.
I don't even know. Words cannot explain how a kid that young just disappears from the earth. And we're gonna do a memorial for Randy. Everybody knew
nice.
Randy. He was in everything. Randy was. He's also in the Patterson Museum. They have a display case for him, and his whole life story. Right next to Lou Costello too, and it's just.
Actually, now that you brought up Randy, I just want to mention that it is going to be planned towards the end of August and the beginning of September as it's being managed and arranged by one of his blood sisters in Virginia, and depending on how
Nice.
she can coordinate it. And then once she knows officially when she's coming, we're going to let everybody else know. A lot of people have been reaching out, wondering because they haven't had actual service yet. But that will take place, and we will keep you posted.
Yeah.
But we're going to have our own.
We're going to have a memorial. We're going to go to a nice church. We're going to set it up. We're going to invite everybody that was friends with him. He did everything, though. I mean, he did the Paris Seekers. We went to a premiere for him for that. He just found himself in movies like about Bare Knuckles. I think he was in that or something like that. It was
I would
called
like to when the time
The
comes.
Brawler.
When we come closer to the time of when they do the service, maybe have a bunch of friends that just come and share. We can have a show just about. He deserves that.
Yeah.
He has
Nice.
an
Yep.
unbelievable,
Absolutely.
history.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's
We'll do a show just for him. We'll invite everybody who knew him to tell stories about Randy, and
That's the best way to do it.
yeah,
That's the best way to share.
It just look. Most people don't know that Randy and I spoke a lot, and one time he told me he's lucky he was alive because he had low sugar, and he went to the hospital just to get checked, and they took him in as an emergency patient. And I didn't hear from him for 4 days, and when he finally, I guess he had shut his phone off or died or whatever, and he finally got back to me. He said, "Oh, Fred, I'm sorry, but he introduced me to people like Nikki Valley Longa." The writer and
Green Book.
the movie Green Book. He introduced me to Bobby Ches, 3-time boxing champion. He was introducing me to a few other boxers. I can't remember right now, but I mean, Randy was just an angel, and it's usually those guys are the ones that go first, That's why, like,
He had everybody's back. He would always make himself available. That's one thing I really admire about him. But he'd ask for very little.
Yeah.
And he would offer you whatever he could.
always. And Randy will always be a part of our show. I'm going to get a picture of him. He'll always be on our wall. We'll always remember him, and we're going to do a show to remember him.
I think that's the
great.
best way to
That's
do
nice.
it.
And
That's the best
so,
way to do it.
you would think because of the COVID, but none of these people died because of the COVID, and I just want to give our condolences to all those who lost somebody to COVID. We all lost. I think I did. Believe it or not, this Mike actually had COVID.
Yes, I did, and it was early on, and I just didn't want to make anybody worry, because it was a real difficult time. We were hearing so many terrible losses in Italy, people that we knew, family, everything. It wasn't making any sense. It was way too much going on, and I really want to get a great understanding about what it was. So I did my own research, and you're going to find out that the truth will surface. It's very difficult to get the truth, because there's so much speculation. So early on, people were just trying to figure out and give some kind of an answer, but the reality of it is the true answer is not going to come for quite a while. And there's ways of managing it and finding ways to try to overcome it. And thank God I did. But my breathing, my lungs, thank God, were not compromised. And all I just kept thinking about is, those that are, were in a far worse condition than I was, and I overcame it, and you can overcome it. But it is something that I would like to share that I know for sure, and was something that was not understood in the beginning, is low oxygen level in the bloodstream is what really took a lot of lives. Without, what the original protocol was, not getting enough oxygen or respiratory system being affected, but it actually was an entrance of the virus into the respiratory system, getting into the bloodstream and doing the damage there. And so low oxygen level. So a little device that you can buy, which people that are diabetic, extreme diabetic cases, they use it because they have to monitor their oxygen level. And this device, you put it on your finger, and it'll tell you your oxygen level in your system. And that'll definitely, if it goes into a low under 90 or something, that's when the alarm goes off that you need to certainly get immediate attention. So in the meantime,
Well. Now, on another note, the Wiseguyz are coming back. We got so many things we got to do. We just did a.
That's it, yeah.
Listen, I have a few special mentions I want to bring up because you're going to love this. You guys just like to hear good stuff. I have some special mentions, and one of them is Biagio here. I know he's really quiet and he doesn't like to brag, but we just did a party, and it was at his house, and I'll let him talk. But it was about his release with Lisa B and the Mad Stuntman called One Night, and Biagio. Let me tell you, that's a great song. We would play it, but Biagio owns the rights to the music, and he won't let us play it. We get knocked off of Facebook. Right?
That's what Facebook does. I have the licensing and everything, and they shut me down.
Beautiful song, beautiful song.
Unbelievable.
I do everything the right way, and I still get shut down.
He owns the rights, and we can't play it.
It's my original song.
If you scroll, you'll find somebody getting beat up and killed on the Facebook. Facebook's all right with
what
that.
happened,
okay.
one of the engineers of Facebook
That's okay.
said,
Yeah.
one night, he figures, well, don't let you play one night.
I only play it once. That's it, Azul.
But it was great. It was a great party, and we also celebrated another
I wish I was here. I'm
release
sorry I missed it.
called it was called Without You. And that's on distrokid.com.
DistroKid.
DistroKid.com.
It'll be on Spotify.
Listen, we guys want to see the video? We did a little video for you. We're gonna post it. Throw it up.
Oh, really?
Let's see if it comes up. Let's see if we watch it, Antonio. Where you going, Antonio? Yeah.
Everybody wave up loud, give on your money back.
Ready, here we go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God.
And that's how we do it here in Jersey.
Wow, very good.
Everybody, way mama, we want you way mama, we should be the batala. One more verse. C'è la luna del suo mare, mamma mia, mare, mare. Figlia mia, tu da mamma mia, pensaci tu. Si ci voglio faccio vai, vinto bene, casa si separa.
All right, we're back. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a little couple clips of Biagio's party, and
Let me tell you, I'm going to say a few words. It was a blast. First of all, Biagio, that was an amazing thing that you did.
Thank you.
You invited you invited us into your home. That was very special. A beautiful home. Your family. You embraced us, and we came to support you. But it was really a chance to finally get out. Truly, I think it was the first time I celebrate life
Yeah.
with family and
Just
friends.
COVID, right?
It was really
I do want to thank Lucia Love and Marie for sending everybody over to us while they did their show. We have a shout out for them later. Just want to thank you guys. I appreciate it. I like when people network with one another. That's what it's about. Networking. A lot of people who are old school don't understand it yet, but you have to network and help each other to move forward. And
well, everybody that was there at the party too was magnificent. All the support, and they were going live. Lenny and Sal and Andrea Edelman with Bada Bean. Everybody was awesome.
Biagio, just so I know, the COVID thing killed a lot of your events that we were talking about. Do you have anything that you're looking at for the future?
up?
Yeah.
Well, you're right. The COVID-19 did a number on everybody. All these shows, everything's closed down. I feel bad for everybody who's getting married. All these weddings got canceled, pushed back. Am I right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, they're like freaking out. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of live shows got canceled. But now we're picking up some outdoor venues. I have a lot of stuff coming up for February of next year because we don't know what's going to happen. We were planning on doing a couple of big shows in October, but we don't know if they're going to allow us to do it.
Don't forget when we did when we were at the Sopranos convention. Remember we met. Freddie, just move back a little bit. I can see that.
Go ahead.
I mean, I like to look at your nose, but I'm trying to see Biagio a little bit. You remember on the racetrack? Remember they had this magnificent space they set outside? I bet you now.
Well, now that's what we're looking at. Not only myself, but all performers, whether they're comedians, artists, performers, whatever. We're looking at outdoor venues. So what we're seeing is people are getting stir crazy. They want to get out. People do want to go out right now at this point. So I've gotten phone calls to some places to say, hey, let's do something outside. So we may do something as early as next month outdoor. But as far as anything huge going on, we were set to go to San Gennaro in New York. That got canceled by de Blasio,
I was
right?
ready to come see you in
Yeah,
Florida.
that's right. In Florida,
I had
too.
20 people.
Yeah, and it just didn't work.
Was that
Gulf
the
Stream.
event with the?
That was a 3 days.
San Gennaro, right?
Yep, San Gennaro
Yeah,
Festival. Yeah.
we were ready to go.
It was 3 days.
Was that the one with William DeMeo?
No, that's a different
He
one.
mentioned something
It's
to
a
us
different
a while
one.
back. That was in Florida.
Yep, it
Well,
was
you
in
got
Florida.
something else planned in Florida in the future too.
Yeah, well, now that same show Joe's talking about, I already got booked already for next year.
Nice.
Oh, it's next
For March, I guess it's March, whatever it was.
I'll be
He
there.
called me already. He goes, "You ready for next year?" I said,
I'll
"Sure."
be here. Good.
I informed you
That's
right about
great.
Hoboken.
Here's
I'm
another
sorry, St.
special
Anne's.
Hopefully that whole booking
And
goes
the
to.
Italian Festival in September, yeah.
It's like you don't know what's happening. Like look at St. Joe's in Lodi, for instance. They have it in September. They don't know if they're going to have it. They don't know what's going to happen. Hoboken, when is that? Is that September as well?
September Italian Festival, yep.
See?
Same thing, no word yet. So
No word yet, right. We
Well,
don't know.
I wanted to mention to Biagio that other than the events we're talking about, he did do he did a Mother's Day show for COVID-19, and then he did one on May 10th and one on May 3rd, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
I think I did
and
one
and
on
I'm telling you, everybody who came on, they loved it. You know, we had like 3,000 people watching you live.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
surprised me.
That
Yeah.
was fantastic.
And I'm telling you, is any thoughts of maybe coming up with doing something maybe one day live again like that?
Yeah, I mean, the reason I did it like everybody else, first of all, you're trying to reach out to people and stay positive, but also just to get out there because everybody's too negative. I still believe now that I'm starting to see we're getting out of this rut, if you want to call it a rut.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to stay positive, give people back because everybody was going online. All of a sudden, comedians were going on all the time, different DJs, performers. It was nice. We were all at home. So we're all kind of looking to entertain ourselves. Yeah. So
Well, listen,
that's what we're doing.
We're support you 100% all the time, and you know that. But other people who are watching or people send everybody to BiagioMusica.com and also go to his Facebook page. And we post them all the time on our Facebook Wiseguyz Facebook group page. And the love for him is unbelievable. And we have so many more things we got coming up. I'm going to bring one up now because we're really working hard on this. This is going to be in Nutley, New Jersey. We're working on an Italian festival at Queen Margarita. Mike, you want to really explain this one? This is going to be something big.
So, as you know, Queen Margarita, which originally was Regina Margherita, Rome di Napoli, and now we have the Sole Maria next door. It's got a beautiful flow. You got your buddy's soda shop nearby.
Muggsy's right next door, right?
So that corner is a little piece of Italy, and so I thought about an idea on how to
Beautiful,
bring.
right?
We've been wanting to celebrate with our friends, Belleville, Nutley,
That'd be
Bloomfield, Clifton.
Grande.
So we're like,
North.
we're gonna celebrate life.
We're working on you want to see us. It's going to be small. I don't see it's going to be that big. Maybe next year even bigger. But we're going to do something special, and Italians appreciate anything done right as long as it doesn't care if it's small, big, what. And we're going to do something really special. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to have some famous
Very
guests.
surprised,
Some
famous
big
guests.
surprises.
Big
You
big
have to
names.
stay tuned to our Wiseguyz Facebook group page for when we announce it. And I'm telling you, when we do announce it, we do a poster. You're going to want to come, or you're going to send somebody to maybe get a few autographs. But we're not going to say anything until we don't like to get ahead of ourselves. But it is in the works, and it is going to happen. So
It's gonna happen when we're allowed to.
But I'm sorry, I didn't forget one name who's going to that we lost. I don't want to go back to it, but I have to because Jeff Parami, Fat Rat Bastard, amazing comedian. He was supposed to be on our show. He wasn't feeling well. He told me he wanted to reschedule. And it just happened to go. He passed away, and it breaks my heart because I don't know if you guys knew him, but he was one funny guy.
Oh, he was great. I saw him at the Borgata.
Did you see the burlesque show?
Mike and yeah,
Unbelievable
with our friends,
guy.
Mike and Pam, we went. I think 3 times.
Was
to
that the
this.
best
It
show?
was unreal.
And tell me he didn't make the whole
Funny.
show.
He was the whole show.
Yeah, right. Jeff
Every
Parami.
time- we couldn't wait for him to come out to do his
Yeah,
thing.
that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a nice show too, but when he came out, man, he was just.
He was good.
His last.
was
his
good.
last. You're talking about Good Friday earlier. That was his
and he
last.
was in Good
scene.
Friday, right?
He was in the scene,
Yeah.
and Randy was at
Yeah.
the table with
Yeah.
Randy, and he was right across from. So that's
Yeah,
that's
and
ironic.
again,
Yeah,
our
ironic.
condolences to his son and his family, Jeff Parami Jr. And hopefully, maybe we could get his son to come in one day. And
His son was
you know.
actually. I was sitting at the table with him in the scene. We had a lot of talk. So I'm hopefully.
I'm
when he's
actually going to
ready-
work in that movie, but I wish I could have worked with him.
One of the
Randy,
funniest
too.
guys you could sit in a room with. Like he was a nice guy, just sit there with. But then when he gets started,
Oh, he's
he's
a
like,
pistol.
yeah,
He's a pistol.
you rat bastard. Like
Yeah.
you would think like he
was
knew
great.
you and he didn't. You know. But our condolences
in
to
the
him and his
scene.
family.
In the scene, Sal was giving direction. Sal Rennell was giving direction. He knew his part, and he was working off of the guy walking in, and he had to just basically create like the how,
Yeah.
and so I said, Sal, you don't mind?
Yeah, I met Sal a couple weeks ago through
I
Dan
said-
Romano.
I
Right.
said, maybe I can help you a little bit if you don't mind. I'm not trying to step on
Yeah.
your toes. You're direct. He goes, no, not at all. And we kind of, I engaged and assisted in that one moment. He looked over at me. First of all, originally he didn't know who I was, and I just met him on the set, and so then I went and he gave me a kind of like a blink over,
Yeah.
like to help.
Seemed like a real nice guy.
I do have one more special mention, though. I do have to mention this. This was pretty big for us. We didn't make the cut, but Antonio did. Families of the Mafia on MTV. Karen Gravano and the cast of the old Staten Island, the main Staten Island crew, came out with this new series called Families in the Mafia, and we did shoot a scene of us, and it never made the cut. I think Morissette didn't make the cut because we really weren't allowed to film outside where where our studio could have been. So we never filmed an actual studio. So they never actually had a studio to say it was the Wiseguyz studio on film. So they must have had to do it at Denny's house.
But it was in our old studio room.
Yeah, it was in our old studio room, the same studio we're in, just a different room because we got thrown out. But I just want to thank Karen Gravano. She was wearing our shirt. You had to see our logo. It was on the whole scene, back forth. Karen had them. And they had them showing the logo, and it was numerous times, and
People recognized it.
yeah, Ramona Rizzo and Denny were in the scene talking about our Denny's podcast, and if I'm not mistaken, in that Karen did say that we were gonna do something again with her. So listen, if you were a fan of Families of the Mafia or the Maine and Staten Island crew, look for the Wiseguyz doing something with them in the future. I know, Kat, we keep in contact with Karen all the time. It's great to stay in contact with her because we were in contact with Big Ange. And to have lost Big Ange was another big setback. But to have Karen involved with us is great because we always loved all them girls on the Mob Wives, and Karen's a good person, and she really she came in and she did bring in the cast in the studio, and she tried to get us onto the show, but we missed it, and the only person that made it was Antonio. But Antonio, did your friends call you? Did you get any autograph?
Actually, I got several autographs. In fact, I got a lot of fans now, over 3,000 or 7,000.
7,000 fans. Wow, very good.
The way they saw me, mix that board,
we should do little memorials and take a little piece of your hair, and then we'll send it out. We have enough to make a lot of memorials. But did you get any feedback from that? I mean, anybody see you?
I personally didn't. No.
But nobody saw you in the back making believe you were doing something.
Yeah, I was
like
very,
you do
it
when
was
you're
very
here.
brief, but I was in the area though.
Did you show anybody though? Like say, look, that was me on
I showed some
MTV.
people, and they thought it was really neat. It was
Well,
cool.
listen,
It
at
was
least one
fun.
of the guys made it,
Well,
right?
one of the things for sure is that besides the cast is we had the whole MTV crew in the space.
Yeah.
And they totally got our show and loved our studio and worked. What's the other guys that the other show the Practical Jokers?
Yeah, Impractical.
Oh, yeah. Impractical
they
Jokers,
they made a comment. Well, you guys, I feel like I'm with the Practical Jokers having fun.
Oh
and with
yeah,
the
they loved us. The MTV crew, the whole MTV they were laughing the whole time when we were doing it. I really thought we were going to make the cut, but I honestly think they didn't have an actual. Like, in other words, when they showed
Too
the
many
scene,
Italians.
when they showed the scene, they showed Denny's house.
Scared.
They showed like Denny's house, and that's why they went with it. They didn't have an actual like outside of something that could have looked like a studio. They would have had to go shoot that. So the editor really didn't have it, so they went with Denny's. It is like. Denny really had an engineer in her house, like doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like they had no choice; they had to go with it.
Hey, listen, I still think that we deserve a celebration. Uno, due, tre, asso!
Listen, our logo was on the whole scene. So I mean,
Hey, Freddie, did you ever ask Karen about talking to her father? Maybe getting a podcast when I was sitting down with him.
we're gonna. What? She's working on it.
And that's
There
the
you go.
best.
You have to
Thank
let me
you.
know.
That's
on
on
the
the
ball.
ball.
You have to let me know because
I
I would
don't-
like to get someone else on the show with him at
That's-
the same time.
yeah,
The guy
yeah.
I told you about.
Okay, all right, yeah, no. See, we're gonna look. People like we don't discriminate nothing, and people have their opinions, and that's okay. That's what this is all about. This is media talk, and we don't get
Neutral,
political,
neutral.
but we're neutral, and I welcome every side talk, and whoever, like if it's Gotti people want to talk, the Garana people want to talk, hey, let's get it out and let's talk, and we're not looking to kill one another.
No, I mean,
but,
both old timers.
But I mean,
yeah.
like someone said to me one time, and I'm like, well, I'm open the doors to anybody. I've had all different types of people from all sides come on the show and talk. We've had anonymous people call in, and so, we're working on one, and then if somebody wants to respond, we're welcome to it.
Yep.
So. But on another note, I want to mention new connections for the Wiseguyz show.
Yes.
All right, let's start off in Italy. We have a connection, a guy in Italy, Fabio Pompili. I got to wear my glasses.
Nice guy.
Di Roma.
He did a video for us at the Coliseum.
A couple of videos shouting out to us. Really, really high quality video, and with beautiful. And he's actually, I don't know if you know this, but he's worked with the Rye Network in the past. He has a serious history.
Oh, he's a good editor. He
He's
does
a
a lot.
very good film and editing.
Is that something that we're able to see here?
Right.
He did
No, I'm saying what he did.
with the Coliseum.
The mention of us, did you say?
Yeah, he did a video in front of the Coliseum
Yeah.
saying hello to the Wiseguyz show and praising us.
Live from Italy.
He's our Italian connection.
Well, we made him the Italian ambassador of the Wiseguyz show.
Fabio, thank you so much.
Wait a minute.
Fabio
If
Pompili.
you don't know that, there's another video he does of downtown Roma with this beautiful 1930 song from Rome that's going to blow your mind. It looks like a Fellini piece.
Wow.
But he's going to be coming, probably the end of the year. So, and
Nice.
we have two more ambassadors. Oh, we got three
let's
more.
go with AC Mike, Atlantic City Mike Lopez.
Mike Lopez, Atlantic City.
He's our Atlantic City connection. You got to have an Atlantic City connection with all them casinos out there and everything. He posts on our page all the time. If you want to see what's going on, the sunsets videos are great. He's also got his own show on 1400 WOND Radio FM in Atlantic City, and or is it AM? I think it's FM, right? 1400.
That would be
That'd
AM.
AM, and he's got his own show, and it's called the AC Mike Show, and he's always on our page, and we met him through Celebrity Boxing, and Mike Lopez, check him out. He's got a great show. Also, I want to jump into Australia. We got the Australian connection.
We have a sister.
Drunk housewives, right? Julie Angelina. With
Julie.
And we got a kangaroo out there.
With a little kangaroo.
That's right. Jumpin' Gennaro, right? That's the name
Yeah,
of the
well,
kangaroo.
she does this other
She had
show.
the T-shirt on him.
Yeah, she had the T-shirt. She does. Julie Angelini. Actually, we've given her a name in the past. Julie Pasta Basuli. That's it. All right, and she's an amazing. Let me just say this. I have to talk about her for a moment because here's a woman. She's beautiful, Calabrese in Australia with a beautiful family, and she has MS, and that's why most people don't know why her show is called Drunk Housewives of New Jersey. Sometimes she has
Drunk Housewives of
of
Australia.
She has.
Hey, that's
sometimes-
another good show. he
Oh,
came
yeah,
up with.
yeah.
That one, yeah.
She says she walks like, she's a little drunk, but that's because of the MS. But she has an unbelievable heart and energy. Most people don't realize, but we're going to share this. If you become ambassador,
Oh, no banging on the table, please.
Okay, no banging.
He's still banging.
Faccio il rumore.
You can hear it. They can hear it.
The ambassadors have to have wonderful hearts and express wonderful energy, and that's what they do. Julie Pasta Basuli, Mike Lopez, Fabio Pompili, and who else?
Ecco.
Renee. How do you say it?
Copieti.
Coprieti. From
René Copietri.
Rim Cafe. He's our South Philly
There
connection.
you
In
go.
Philadelphia.
South Philly.
He's our South Philly connection.
Let me tell you.
I got a lot of friends in South Philly.
Yes.
Well, listen.
Did you ever
you
go
got-
to Rim Cafe
No.
out there?
Right across the street from Gino's.
Gino's,
Steak.
the famous steaks.
Steak
How
house.
long has it been there?
Oh, he's been there. I think he told me. Man, I don't want to say it wrong. I think he told me 20 years, but I could be wrong. Maybe-
Well,
yeah.
he's by originally,
Right.
he's from Middle East, but he was in France for many years. He's a chocolatier. He makes the most unbelievable espresso cappuccino
Hey,
with
up
the chocolate.
espressos. He makes unbelievable truffles. He makes
Nice.
unbelievable cannolis. He makes the cannolis that you never seen. I mean, you can't even believe.
Wow.
Like stuff that is.
His heart
he's
is
really
in
good.
Italy too. So
nice.
we made him an ambassador
Yeah.
of the show in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Great guy.
And he also makes banners, shirts, hats. I think he's one of the suppliers for Brooklyn brand William DeMayo stuff.
Yeah.
You got to check him out. Rim Cafe. I did a couple things for him, but you got to check him out. Rim Cafe. If you're in South Philly, stop in his cafe. Everything chocolate. One of the best chocolatiers you'll ever meet, and he uses the torches. He uses, it's just fire and chocolate, and he melts it, and he put a cannoli shell into deep dark chocolate, and just dominated it with pistachio nuts, chopped pistachio nuts, or he'll dominate it with something else, and he fills it up with his cannoli cream, and it's an amazing experience.
We were there. It was the first time.
I remember you were
last year.
Yeah, I remember.
I've
show
been
was-
to Philadelphia, and I told Fred, I don't know what to do.
And then
He
his
said,
buddy,
"What do
the cheese guy, Russo.
Nick Russo.
Nick Russo.
Nice guy.
I
Another
went
guy.
Another
one
good
year
friend of
without
ours.
eating meat, chicken, just fish, pasta. That's it." And I said, "I'm in Philadelphia for the first time. It was right close before Christmas." And I said, "How am I not going to have a cheesesteak?"
Cheesesteak, right.
So that was my sacrifice. He put out this really wild steel.
A big round, it's a
pan,
wheel.
like a wheel, right?
But that's a chocolate wheel. I don't know if you knew that. That was old chocolate just made into a wheel, and it's just still to
No,
this.
I'm talking about the cheesesteak out front when we were celebrating out front.
Oh, you mean with the torch?
He had the torch. He had the.
That was good.
He's like a mad scientist, this guy.
Yeah.
He
Then
does
he had
everything.
Then he had the long Italian green peppers and the onion.
He just mixes and matches anything, and it works.
Yeah. Listen,
Funny.
our ambassador in Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen.
And that.
Renee saying, bingo, baby.
Bingo! Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. His
Renee.
bingo is our atzo.
Well, listen. Now that you brought this up, we're the Wiseguyz Show. We're on a new broadcasting system, and now that means we're going to be doing some good, cool stuff for people in their community, people in restaurants. I came up with the idea. Biagio was okay with it to go to a place that has a specialty pizza, a specialty hamburger, a specialty this. And, Sajic. Annabella's wants us to come down and see him make his famous
William,
mozzarella.
right? William. I spoke to him today.
William. Great place.
Great
So,
guy.
I went
Good
to one
stuff.
of our big supporters.
I went the other day.
Gincarelli's Pizzeria. You know what they're famous for? The $6 pizza.
Yes.
And I was there today, and we're going to show you what we're going to be
make
doing.
a $6 pizza?
I'm going to show you.
$6 pizza. I got to order 5 of them.
If you got a special,
I'm going to do it at $6 pizza.
I'm going to give him $100. How
No,
many
it's a
pizzas
nice
do I get?
portion.
Give me
How many
$100
pizzas do I
worth.
get?
It's a beautiful portion. And it's
Yeah,
made
wow.
very well.
if you got
$6.
something special in your restaurant or your pizzeria or your food place, anything, you're going to call the Wiseguyz. We're going to come down there. We're going to make a video of it, and
Absolutely.
we're going to like promote the hell out of you. So this is just a little taste.
Yeah,
this
but-
is our first shot at it.
Ricotta, right?
Ricotta,
Parmigiana.
whatever, cannolis, chocolate
Peppers.
cake, hamburgers,
Olives.
Uno, due,
Pane.
tre, asso!
Let's check out Gincarelli's Pizzeria and get back to us if you want us to come by you. Hey everybody, this is Freddie the Fireman from the Wiseguyz Show. The Wiseguyz are back, as you can see. We are. This is a new thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to be coming to your business.
It's a little
We'll start
delayed.
looking at some of your specialties and trying to promote you. And I hope you going to enjoy this video. This is our first take at it. And I just want everybody to know I'm here in Newark, New Jersey, my hometown, where I was a firefighter. I'm at the home of Gincarelli's Pizzeria. But I just want you to know this is the home of the $6 pie. I call it the Pizza Factory. We're here. They're the home of the $6 pie. I can't zoom in on that, but I want you to know we're going to go inside and we're going to check it out. I don't know who's going to be in there. I think the owners, Sal and Eugene and Ro might be in there. I don't know, but we've done stuff with them before. But this is where they're going to show us the $6 pie they're famous for. It's like a pizza factory. They just have a conveyor belt. We're going to find out so much about it. So let's go inside and see what they got. Hey everybody, this is Freddie the Fireman, and now we're inside Gincarelli's Pizzeria. I'm here with one of the owners, Eugene Gincarelli, famous for their pizzas. Gincarelli's is a famous name all throughout the Essex County area, I would say. And they've done food for the communities for years. I'm here with Eugene. Now, Eugene, how's it going?
Good, it's going good.
All right. Now, today we're going to show how you make your famous $6 pizza. I'm telling you, I don't even want to ask you how you do it. I know for years driving by this place, people have been standing out the doors, delivery vehicles everywhere because for this $6 pizza. And it's done with a special oven that comes from Italy.
That's right.
And I guess I'll just let you... Special brick oven. It comes from Italy, but I'll let you make the pizza, and as we're making it, I'll ask you some questions. So whenever you're ready. How many years you been making pizzas?
20 years.
Spot on. I know Gincarelli's has been making food for, I'm telling you, the community for years. We grew up on all kinds of Gincarelli food all around Belleville, Bloomfield, Novelty, even Lyndhurst, I believe. Or the name of Gincarelli is a famous name.
They're everywhere, but there's only one. Right here. Gincarelli's in North.
And you can get really crowded on the weekend. It's unbelievable how many people just stand in line. And I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of people that order 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 pies. 10 pies for $60. How? Who could? Where? Are you kidding me?
Parties all day.
Now this is the special oven that came from Naples in Italy. It's a conveyor belt. I want everybody to watch it. I just want you to show the conveyor belt as the pizza goes in.
3-minute cook.
Takes 3 minutes to make this pizza. I'm telling you, what's an average time in a regular pizza oven?
Well, like 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes in a regular pizza oven. In this conveyor belt oven, 3 minutes. Now we're gonna wait till it comes out on the other side, but I want to tell us a little bit about the pizza oven and what made you come up with this idea. Just too many pies?
Just a little research, yeah. Busy. We needed to, get the progressive going.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, as you can see, it's still going in. We're at 3 minutes. I'm on 2 minutes on my tape, on my recording, and we're gonna just wait here with Eugene and have it come out. 3 minutes. So, is there something maybe about Gincarelli's that we should come back for at another time? Is something else you're famous for? Food-wise, anything?
The chicken franchise.
The chicken franchise. Okay, cool. And I know your Sicilians are good too. The Sicilian pie. Yeah. We order a lot of Sicilian pies at the Wiseguyz show. So hopefully another time maybe. I know the Sicilian pies are really good. But
we'll do that on the next one.
I want everybody to see this conveyor belt. It's got to be a good 300 degrees where I'm standing right now. And this is the stone. This is a stone that comes, an oven with a stone that comes from Italy. This pizza will be out very shortly and done in 3 minutes. And we'll sit here, let everybody see the masterpiece come out. It makes us. Is it appropriate to ask you about how many pizzas you do a day on a busy day?
On a busy day, a couple thousand pies.
Couple thousand pies on a busy day. Not on. That's a lot of pie making.
Oh yeah.
And I seen that one time you had a lot of delivery cars. You do Grubhub or any of that stuff?
Yeah, all the online platforms we have.
Right. Well, as we're going here, see the pizza come out shortly. How far are we in there? Oh, here it comes. It's coming. Just want everybody to appreciate this at home because we're just doing a short video. We're only on 3 minutes and 49 seconds. We put it in, and here it comes. Look at this. I want everybody to see 3 minutes. It's actually 2 minutes at this point. We were at 2 minutes when this went in. And look at this. 3 minutes. It's actually 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Look at this. Pizza sizzling on top. Look at this. Outstanding. Unbelievable. this out. People want to order a pizza in the area. Gincarelli's Pizza in Newark, New Jersey. Who they got to call? What's the phone number?
973-481-6900.
Nice.
We're open 7 days a week.
Look at this. Look at this. Eugene, it was actually 2 minutes and like 30 seconds. And you got yourself a book pie. This is the $6 pie at Gincarelli's in Newark, New Jersey. All right, what do you think? Gincarelli's Pizzeria, 501 Bluefield Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. Call them for their $6 pie, 973-481-6900. If you're in the Newark, New Jersey area, that's.
I have a question.
What?
How'd they come up with $6? Why not $7?
It used to be
$5.
It used to be 5.
Where'd they come up with 6?
It used to be 5.
So it was 5.
Yeah, it was
and they went up $1.
Yep.
They went up $1 to make an
Who was,
extra
who
dollar.
was raving? Who was raving
Cheese
for a
is
long
going.
time with their cheap pies? Was like a Pizza Hut or what's another chain that does?
Domino's.
Oh, Caesar's.
The
Caesar's.
whatever.
Little
How are you
Caesars,
going to
whatever it's
compare this product with?
Jonathan
There's no comparison.
No, there is none.
All right, wait. We have to announce our new guest at the table, our new co-host. He's back here from the studio from the COVID. We haven't seen him in a while. Let's welcome Nicky
Petito.
We're all here.
He's now got a beard.
We're all here.
Nick,
Two down neck guys.
you grew a beard. Are you going
I
to leave
did.
it?
I'm playing a Hasidic next week.
Oh,
Are you really?
Yeah, no, I am. That's going to be fun.
Can we see a little bit of it?
You're looking at it.
That's how Pacific
hear it?
cooks.
I seen him, but I don't believe him.
Oh, wow. But, yeah, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Good. It's great to be back. It's nice to finally start getting back in the swing of things. It's been a while.
Yeah. You got any gigs coming up?
No.
What about you, Mad Dog? You still doing gigs?
I'm actually tomorrow night. Lenora's in Hackensack, outdoor comedy.
Oh,
So-
wow.
nice.
And
Lenore's
then,
tomorrow night.
nothing for months, and then believe it, Friday night I'm on PBS.
Oh, wow.
nice.
That's right. You did some
Porgy and Bess. I play a cop, Metropolitan Opera. So
Good for you.
nothing for three months, and then 2 good nights. So and I'm here. So 3 good nights.
And,
Three good
and you're a
nights.
lawyer, too, still, right?
Still doing that. Yeah.
This guy's like,
unfortunately.
you talk about a hustler, man.
He is.
Well,
Comedy
listen.
to PBS, and if something happens to you, give him a call, help you out to get out of jail.
I promise you I would have been there, but fortunately, but not unfortunately, my daughter's Sweet 16 is tomorrow, and
That's more important
Sad-
than me
sad
telling
to-
filthy jokes in a parking lot.
sad to
so.
say we couldn't have it.
Wait, I got another one. He was even a wrestler at one time, right?
Yeah, they're reopening the IWF schools, so that's coming back too. I do the
Are you
ring
doing that again?
announcing
Oh, you're
and
doing that.
interviews, and I'm the MC.
Let's hear
so.
your "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
Let's get ready to rumble. That's my Michael Buffer, but
They're doing it again in Nutley?
they are reopening in Nutley, and I look forward to those fundraisers.
Wow,
and
I'm
shows.
gonna
A lot
come.
of good stuff.
James Chalice, who I tried to get to stop by today, is a big supporter of that as well. He only lives down the street. That's why I didn't have to.
Yeah, he's coming all the time. Yeah,
Yep.
big fan.
And
Hi, Jimmy.
Jimmy Chalice. Yeah, he said he would have been watching tonight. And Jimmy's a great magician. He does a lot of the Chiller Theater events. I don't know what Chiller's doing. I don't know all these events that have been canceled. I don't know
There
where
ain't
to
going to be
start.
no cons for a while. I
No.
don't think. I don't think they're going to let any that many people in a space.
They-
And Chiller gets
Yeah,
mobbed,
yeah.
especially in those little hallways.
Yep.
You know, especially if the Fonz is there. Forget it.
Well, here's something that's definitely that we're doing that's going to have a crowd, and it's called Celebrity Boxing. Damon Feldman and Linda Finelli, who were
Showboat,
big
right?
supporters of it at the Showboat in Atlantic City. We have our own boxing team. We have Anthony DePhillips and Anthony Pantanella, the Italian Bomber. They're going to be. I think the fight's going to be outdoors. That's why I think it's going to go on still. I mean, I don't think it's indoors this time. They're
This is
gonna
the Bahamas fight, right?
No. That's
Oh.
we didn't get to that yet. But the Bahamas is definitely going on still as well. Joe Wiseguyz and Oyani Noah. That was Jennifer Lopez's
Jennifer
ex.
Lopez's ex, yeah.
And they're going to be going at it in the
She had a
Bahamas.
few exes, no?
Yeah, I mean, we all have.
Yeah.
Well, we just do one. We mean one girl, and that's it.
Popular.
You move on.
They have a few X's, a few O's, a
Hers
few
are
Z's.
popular. We don't know yours.
True.
But
Thank
that's
God.
going to be in October. October 24th.
That's definitely on.
That's
as of
definitely
now.
on as far as we know. But we're still waiting for our guys, Anthony DePhillips and Anthony Pantanella, the Italian Bomber, to get their who they're going to fight.
What is it?
But
Tag team, Anthony and Anthony.
We're going undefeated. I don't bring on anybody on the boxing team that's going to lose.
But that's not named Anthony.
and you better name it. Sandandoni, you want to box? We'll call you Antonio
hold on.
Benjamin Franklin Valentinetti.
There he is. He looks like he's around 9 and he didn't even start yet.
Benjamin Franklin. Anyhow, but yeah, that's going to happen. The boxing at the Showboat is going to be August 29th. The details will be coming in soon. I would say give it to at least July 29th till we get the month before to find out the full details. But the Wiseguyz Show will have their boxing team there, and we may even add a few more.
We'll also have our poker team.
You know who's going to think about boxing? Joe Woolley.
Oh, Joe.
Joe. He's our special guest host.
Joe
the
Woolley's
next
going to
show.
need a heavyweight. He's a big
Joe's
dude.
nobody wants to mess with Joe, right?
Well, let me
See,
tell
we're not bringing anybody on the team.
are
that's
there
gonna lose.
bets
You know,
to
if
be
I
made
didn't
on
like
his,
Joe so
fights?
much, maybe I would have boxed him. But he's too much of a nice guy. But I'm going to tell you, he's not going to be easy for anybody. So whoever does challenge him better be in shape.
You're right.
But we're gonna have Mateo, my son. He's training. He's not ready for a bout yet, but he's training. So we'll see him soon in the future. But
Good.
you never know. You never know. Listen, this is great stuff.
Yep,
Great
and
stuff.
we did miss a lot of things. I mean, we missed Easter, spring, just the spring, the whole season. We missed Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day, summer, gold graduation, summer, 4th of July. Well, summer we're just starting to get into it.
We missed a lot of happy hours.
Cinco de Mayo. Speaking of happy hours, we missed that. But we're going to make up for it. I'm telling you, it's going to get better. Maybe people start hanging outside again. You know?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What do you think?
I don't know about you. April felt like 5 years, and June went by in 3 hours. So
Yeah.
it was a very strange phenomenon.
Well, I'll tell you, I never seen anything like it. We never did. I mean, we started off the January. Things were going well. We did the Danny Aiello thing, and then we did Valentine's. And then they closed everything.
They came out of nowhere.
And then they closed the parks, and then you
Crazy.
couldn't even go outside. And I'm like, what's going on here? And but you could see it's starting to loosen up a little bit. The numbers in New Jersey are going down. Other places are going up, but there's better treatments. And I'm telling you, once we get a grip on the treatments and how to prevent you from getting it or to make you better from it when you have it, I'm telling you, everything's going to just...
Won't be next year, but 10 years from now, we'll look back and say, that really happened?
It'll be all over when we have computer chips in our wrist and they can follow wherever we go.
Not me.
You know what made me laugh? Everybody's always trying to get off work or not go to school. And now when you're telling you can't do none of them things, now you want to go do them. So, I was telling Annette, just take it like a vacation right now. You know, the government's paying you money. Go on unemployment. I mean, do whatever. All right, so you don't make it as much, but just take it as a vacation until things loosen up a little bit. And I tell you, people were getting checks that, I never thought would, and they did. So I'm sure everybody was entitled to a check some way or another. You're
looking at
it's
me.
America. I'm not gonna make money.
I just hope they start. I
think
just
you
hope
got
they
a
start
check.
opening these businesses, especially the restaurants.
Yeah.
A lot of it's really tough for a lot of these businesses, to get back in the
Yeah.
swing.
Well, look at even
and pay their
San
bills.
If you're not able
Gennaro's
to have
done.
outdoor dining, if you don't have
What's
the-
going on with
you're
San
screwed,
Gennaro?
right?
Are they still going to do it?
It's done. It's done.
It's done.
Crazy.
They're not doing it.
They're doing it again. I mean, but not this year. you know?
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, in Hoboken, the way the restaurants are set up right now, I like it much better this way. It feels like I'm in Italy, walking down Washington
that's
Street
what-
with
that's
everyone
what-
sitting
you know,
outside. It's
outside,
beautiful.
it's
You
nice.
made
know?
a good point. I
It
see
is
a
nice.
lot of restaurants that
Yep.
tables outside. It's like Europe right now. And I hope that continues.
You know what the problem is, though? Some places don't have the space for people to come and dine. That's the issue. So these are the guys that I feel bad for. Whether they're pizzerias, whatever. I know
Well,
there's
some
pickups,
people
but
are
these
doing-
dinner
I
places,
don't
they have
know.
no room. What are you going to do?
Some people are they're investing in a double-decker bus with an open roof. Did you see that?
Wow, it's a good
Parking
idea.
for the restaurant?
Really?
No, I just made that
I
up.
see that.
Uno, do it, there, That's a good idea, right?
Let's get back. Let's go to Joe. Joe, I want to ask you a little
That's a
bit.
good fucking idea, bro.
Give it.
I go to a restaurant.
Yeah. My friend's got a beautiful place in Hawthorne, Botagra, if you ever want to go. It's,
Oh, I'm going there.
you know,
Listen.
Go ahead,
I
Bianchi,
know-
go ahead.
I know
Carlo and
Carlo-
Rob, what a
Carlo,
beautiful, beautiful.
We're going to do something there next month.
That's the brunch place.
They're my good friends.
They're having
Yeah, it's a
something.
brunch.
They're actually
That place
having
is
TKA
Beautiful.
there this
The food's
Sunday.
fabulous.
We're
make
doing
a good
something
steak.
big there, Joe. Next
I almost
month.
went in this way.
Yeah.
You know, on the way up, I took River Road, and I said, "Oh, maybe
that
I'll
for-
go.
that's not
Maybe
far
I'll
from
go
here?
on the way home."
It's from here.
Well,
7
how do you
minutes.
say Botagra?
Botagra.
Botagra.
Very
It's
listen,
good.
very classy place.
Yeah.
They used to have Botagra brunch on
The
Sundays.
brunch, yeah.
Brunch is the best. Brunch is the best.
I never been to the brunch, but I gotta go.
I
go
did.
to
Yeah,
brunch.
we
I
did
gotta
New Year's
do- I
Eve.
gotta do
did New
one,
Year's
yeah.
Eve there. I did New Year's Eve there,
You're
but
invited, I
we're
couldn't
planning
make
a
it,
big
but-
Italian event next month
Nice.
over there, outside. We're just trying to see if we could get 300 because he's trying to stay right around 250 with the big tent.
Right.
We're trying to get 300 or more.
And we're
And the wise guy's gonna be part of it.
we're
obviously.
trying to get
there's
somebody
six.
to be a part of it if they call us back when they get,
We'll,
they
we'll,
get the
we'll, we'll know
message.
exactly what's going on.
Yes,
Right.
we're working on it.
Yeah.
But I do want to go to Joe about this Many Saints of Newark thing. Are they still shooting? I mean, did they stop?
They're doing like bits and pieces. Like I heard they did a wedding scene. They did a like a confirmation. Like, you know, I don't know if you know Eugene and Trona. You know,
Oh,
you
Eugene,
know
yeah,
Eugene.
Eugene, yeah.
Well, my best friend.
There you go.
very
We're very close.
Are you really?
Yes.
He's on right
Maybe
now.
you guys are related.
Is he?
Yeah.
You guys might.
We might be.
Eugene's in Franklin Lakes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife knows him for years.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
But his son Connor did a little scene, and I think it was the wedding scene or the.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah.
Eugene's good people.
But the movie's not coming out till March now. They postponed it
It
again.
was supposed to be November,
September.
wasn't it? September.
Yeah.
So it's definitely coming out in March.
Wait a minute. Is it
What's
wrapped up
definite?
right now, or you said they're still filming? So it's not wrapped.
It's
yet.
post production.
Okay.
Listen,
so who
yeah,
knows?
it's
Yeah.
going to create more anticipation. And
Right.
more,
They're trying to find an ending that's not cutting to black.
You never know.
Never know. Imagine again.
Stop.
You never know.
You never know.
And
David
Biagio
Chase was
singing
right there
Don't
too.
Stop.
He was right there every
I heard
scene.
that they're going to do the closing. It may not go to black, but it's for like 5 minutes.
Go to white.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. All you're going to hear is.
A heartbeat, huh? Bravo, Waglio.
Let me ask you. Do you know how long the movie's going to be?
Time wise?
Is it like a 3-hour movie?
No, I don't
Two
think it's
and a
going to
half?
be something like that. I think 2 hours.
I like the longer ones when it's
Yeah.
a good movie like that. You know, got to have a long movie.
The Irishman.
I hate-
Irishman was too long.
Yeah,
That was a little too long.
you know.
I
Joe,
think.
can we know a little bit about the movie, or
I can't.
you
say.
got to stay,
Yeah.
right? All right.
I
David
wish
Chase
I
is
could.
watching.
If I say something, they might cut my scenes out. Then I got to come here and burn his joint down. You know what I'm saying? Well, come on.
David Chase
What's
is
the matter
watching the
with
show with
Yeah.
Joe's
Listen.
contract in his
Yeah.
hand, ready to rip
you know,
it.
Listen, you know that you're in an important film in an important scene when you
Yeah.
have to say
Absolutely.
it again.
Yeah.
And Joe's
That is
the,
great.
Joe's the
I'm not
only.
gonna
I
say
can't do it.
anything.
I
Fun
can't do
fact:
it.
So
Joe's
hopefully
the,
it comes out soon.
Joe is the only guy in the movie from Newark, I think, right? Or
Yeah,
down
absolutely.
Neck.
Well, tell them how
Down
you
there
feel
for
about
sure.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say
Tell
what
me
you
your
want.
experience. Tell me your experience. You're hearing this live from Nicky Petito. He was very upset. And you know what? I got to agree
He
to
should have
some
been in the
degree.
movie.
Go ahead.
At least
Go
narrate.
ahead.
He should have
Go ahead.
narrated
Give
this.
it to
Tell
him.
them, tell them what happened to you.
If I was English, I probably would have got in the audition room.
Tell them
What movie?
The Many Saints of Newark.
Oh, you were supposed to be in it?
Well,
No,
he
I
went.
I lived there. I lived down the street
He went
from
to-
where
he
they were
went to
filming.
try out. He wanted to
I
get
think
his-
they should have had
you know,
him
'cause they
narrate
should
the
be him.
dialogue, whatever it's called.
Wait, there's no way the movie's gonna be narrated. Like,
Once upon a time, down in Newark,
Why they did that in Goodfellas?
No.
I was a kid, and
No,
there
no,
were
listen.
riots going
Why they
on.
did it in
They're-
Goodfellas?
Oh, this is the
Tony
movie.
Sirico is narrating.
He
See?
was.
All right.
he's narrating.
Wait, is this
I don't
the
think
one?
you're allowed to say that. David
Well,
Chase.
it's no big deal. I mean, you know, it's
Is this the one that Gandolfini's son is in?
I
Or no?
live on
Michael.
Walnut.
Yes.
Hey,
He's
were you
in
allowed
this
to
one,
say
right?
he was narrating it?
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is the story before The Sopranos.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Right. It's
Okay.
like the late 60s, early
So how are
70s, so they're going back.
That's how it started.
Michael's playing his father. He's playing
Oh, he's actually
young,
playing?
a young
Yeah.
Tony
Oh, wow.
Soprano.
Okay,
Oh, you didn't know that? You didn't know?
I knew he was in it, but I didn't know what he was playing.
Great
You gotta
kid,
talk
great
into the
kid.
mic, Mike.
It's understand.
That's great.
Mike,
man.
Mike, you gotta
Beautiful,
talk into the
beautiful
mic, Mike.
person.
I'm talking to your mic.
So was it all filmed in Newark?
No.
Hell
No,
no.
all over.
Listen,
All
Nikki
over.
was.
Patterson.
Nikki was.
They did that big scene on Brantford Place.
Ah.
Respectfully,
Wow.
his son, of course, he looks like him, and it's
Yeah, he does.
understandable
He
that
does.
Nice.
he would be a younger version, but otherwise,
Now, who-
Nikki
who-
would have been considered.
Who wrote
otherwise.
this movie, Joe? Do you know? I mean, was
Chase.
Chase
so
and another
David
guy.
Chase. So this is part of.
Alan Taylor is the producer,
So
director.
David Chase, who did The Sopranos,
Right.
correct? Wrote this movie along with whoever. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like you said.
I'm
it's
hoping
a much
they-
anticipated movie.
I'm hoping they do a
Godfather.
prequel series after the movie. They're talking about
That's
that.
a rumor.
That's great, man.
That would be great. HBO take that
We
over.
need
Hell
something
Oh,
new
yeah,
right now.
Joe.
They gotta wait till
What
the
happened-
theaters open again.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
Joe,
be
what
huge.
happened to the
They have to
Godfather?
wait.
imagine.
They have to wait
Godfather
for the movie
1,
to be
Godfather
over.
Not
2,
wanting to
Godfather
see that.
3, no?
Man,
Yeah,
that'll-
but Godfather
I think it'll be a
2
home run.
Ah.
That'll be unreal.
They
like
went
a
back.
prequel.
They went back.
That's what this is.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That's great, man. Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
man.
gonna- it's,
I'm
uh,
looking forward to seeing it.
Now I gotta go like this now if they take my scenes out.
No, your scenes are in. Well, yeah.
Listen, we're gonna listen. We're gonna boycott. We're gonna
Riot.
We're gonna make a big
Protest.
scene. We're gonna call God riot.
call Artie
Get Joey Catalino scene back in the movie. We're not playing. You're not gonna be able to show this film out in home.
Ray Liotta is going to call David.
Someone named Eddie saying, tell them about your other project that you have in the works.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about your other project you have in
who?
the works?
Eddie?
Oh, Eddie Sicoli, my cousin.
Oh,
You know Eddie, right?
Yes. Sounds.
We're
Like
doing
Gugino.
a good friend of his is Joe Casolo. He's from New York. He lives in South Carolina now. They're going to do something called The Takeover. I just got that call yesterday. It's going to be.
Oh, you can't talk about that either.
Well,
You're taking over.
What did you
it's
come
about
in to
Joe.
talk about
it's-
anything?
It's about Joe
Get the
Casolo.
fuck out of here.
I could say it. It's about Joe Casolo's life.
Okay.
And somebody wrote it, and he got in a little pinch, when he was younger, and it's going to be good.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to. We understand. We understand you don't want to talk about it with us. Came here to just.
There goes another job.
It's too much of a sensitive subject.
Let me ask you something. I knew you back in the day when you were down there working at Catalucci's, and you weren't acting then.
No.
All right. So what's this thing that got you into acting all of a sudden?
My wife sent a picture of me to production for Many Saints of Newark. They needed a clean-cut Italian guy, no tattoos, that had knowledge of dealing cards. So her friend Paula from New York said, "This is your husband." So they did it. They didn't even tell me. The next day, I got the call. Production loves your picture. 1,507 guys put their picture in.
Wow.
And I was one of 4.
So they chose 4.
They chose 4.
Was it with or without?
John Ruggiero, you met John.
John, yes.
We're
yes.
good friends.
Yeah, good guy.
We're good friends now. And a couple other guys.
They're gone, the other 2.
John Calabro and
Did they see
David
you with
Palmieri.
or without the dark tan? That's what I want to know.
He changed his colors.
it was April, so I was kind of getting dark then too.
Yeah, you got a great color right now.
I have to admit, Soprano Con. When I walked in, I saw him. Right, it was actually you were sitting next to, I think, John. You guys
Yes,
had a table
yes,
together,
we
right?
had the table together. Yes.
Out of all the other actors sitting around, he was the only one. I was like, dude, this guy looks like a real fucking Don. I mean, look at when
He's got the look. He's got the look.
I want to go up there and kiss the ring. Like, Don't use that, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, he played the part great and everything.
Yeah, we had a good time doing it. We did our scenes in Long Island, Bethpage, Gold Coast Studios. And I could tell you my scene was with Ray Liotta.
Interior.
So I don't think they're going to cut that scene out.
You're inside or outside? You're
It's
inside.
Satriali's, yeah.
Did you ever
Oh,
see
nice.
the skit that he does?
I saw every skit he done.
With about when he plays the part of
Oh.
Ray Liotta,
Oh.
and he talks about that.
Hey, David Chase, you better not cut Joey Cat out of the movie.
I saw you live with Craig.
Casano. Yeah, he's great.
And it's just unbelievable because the Tobia family, I grew up with them. They're like,
Oh, that's right. You
they're
know Craig's
real
family.
close. Yeah, Mindy and Augie, and he's married to the daughter.
Yeah, 'cause-
it's just crazy.
Is it?
It's
they're
a
from-
small
they're-
world.
They're from Newark, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
original.
I had seen Joey around. I just couldn't place him. And then at the convention, you saw My wife. And you're
Fran,
like,
I couldn't believe it.
And you,
It's just a small world. It's crazy.
And your wife, I recognize your wife.
Yeah.
I had seen her. I never actually met her until that day,
Right.
and then it clicked
Right.
in my mind. We're not.
I met Fran 23, 24 years ago at the
Leone's.
at the pizzeria, right? Leone's, yeah.
Pizzeria.
What a small world.
Nice.
Small world.
You never know. There was a couple people we invited here tonight. We didn't get to, like I mentioned, James House. Joe Namoli. You're going to try to get Joe on.
Hey, Joe Namoli. How
He's
you
your
doing, pal?
sidekick, right? Your
That's
partner.
my buddy.
Your partner in
That's my
crime.
buddy. I love Joe.
And
Great
yeah,
friend.
we're going to see. But I want to bring up Village Connection Radio. I want to thank Dan Romano. We're back on their network. And
Dan Romano.
Hey, Danny. How you doing?
Great guy.
Check him
I
out.
love you, Dan.
The Dan
Great
Romano
guy.
Show on
Yes,
Village
sir.
Connection. I want to thank Jim Savali for working together with Dan and getting us back on the network. Look, we sometimes when you network with somebody, you don't know who they are. And I think they realize that, we're somebody who's looking to promote them just as much as we want them to promote us. And that's what it's called, networking. It's not you can't call it networking unless you network, you know what I mean, and work together. So I want to thank Dan Romano and the Dan Romano Show for making that happen. Also want to thank a few people, Tina DeVito from DeVito Promotions.
Hey,
Tina's a big supporter of our show. We're all going to be doing things together. And I also want to thank Boricua Passe from Boricua Passe Radio app. He's a freestyle legend. He sang one of the big hits in freestyle back in the day. Also, Big Daddy Entertainment, Rich Young. The sponsors of our show, Mini Kiss Acts. And
How's he doing?
yeah, Minnie, he was going to come in, and I told him, don't worry about it. He'll be in.
He was having a great time on 4th of July in that poop in that boat park. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Oh, man, I was so jealous.
He told me that he was around a lot of people lately, and he didn't want to come in to, God forbid, that he maybe had caught something. So I was like, okay with it.
He's a good man.
Good guy. Again, the Lucia and Maria Talk Show. And I also want to thank Rocco Solano, who does a lot for us out in Las Vegas. He does mention us a lot. He wore our shirt in China, and he did
Rocco's nice.
he did a big political, not political.
Didn't we have a kangaroo wearing a shirt?
we had a kangaroo wearing a shirt.
Australia jumping De Janeiro.
Jumping Janero's.
Let me tell you something.
Gennaro.
I know you see Rocco's show. He's great in person. We
Angelina.
got to do something with Rocco. Check Rocco Solano, one of the greatest magicians in the country, at magicflix.com and rprmagic.com. Let me tell you, Rocco's the only one to have won like this award that they give out to the best magician in the world, and it's given out in Sweden, Stockholm or something like that. Or it's and he got it twice. Wow. So I mean that's an honor, and he is definitely one of the best sleight of hand artists you'll ever see. And when he gets back, he did mention he wanted to come back on the show. And also want to say DJ Lenny from Jazz Radio.
Yes.
I don't want to
guy.
forget nobody.
Good guy.
The guy Pete at your party. You want to mention? You want to thank people that came to your party? I just
No, I want to thank everyone. Bruce, who drove up from Rhode Island.
Bruce
That's right.
Socia.
Social.
Great
Here we
guy,
go.
great guy.
Bruce is doing a movie. I'm going to be in his
Is-
movie.
really?
Yeah.
I'm in it too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, good.
I got just my voice.
The fucking Tony Soprano voice, of course.
You're narrating. You're narrating.
Yeah, I'm gonna narrate this one. Once upon a time
No,
in
but
Rhode
there ain't no
Island.
narrator in that movie, Nick.
I'm playing one of the heads of the 5 families.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play a doctor.
Andrew Edelman, he was there as well.
Bada bing,
Cheryl,
bada bing,
Cheryl
coffee.
from Roccabella.
Oh yeah, Roccabella
Roccabella.
Vodka. Are we going to promote them? Are we going to be part of them?
Well, we have a meeting with them.
Awesome.
I think tomorrow night, actually.
Well,
Freddie, would you like to post the
You want to play? We got. Listen, I know COVID's been holding things back, but there are some events that are still on. And I did. Usually I read the ads. Now we're going to just play a video with all the ads showing, and we'll get.
well,
we'll take-
listen. Now you brought up Roccabella. We witnessed, we tasted, we sampled. Pretty much everybody that was at Biagio's house, we sampled it. It is a fantastic product. We're not just trying to put a plug in because
Where is it?
There's support here. Where is it? Roccabella. Where is
Waiting
it?
to fall off the
Yeah.
truck.
All right,
Where is
listen,
it?
We'll have one on the next show. You'll come. You'll
Yes.
come. You'll sit with us again.
Yeah, play the ads. Play the ads. Play the.
Everybody heartbeat. Che credo ancora che tu pensi a me. Non è convinto che sei andata via, che mi hai lasciato e non ricorderai. Se no, dimmi la verità. La verità. E forse capirai.
All right, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. That's how we're going to be doing our ads from now on, so I don't have to read all these ads. I mean, we try to help and promote everybody, and we hope everybody does the same for us. If we see an event that you're doing and you post on our page and you're part of our family, we're always going to promote you. And if we could be there, we'll be.
You
at
heard
the
what
event.
he said? Family.
That's right.
Familia.
Familia.
So, anyhow, hope you'll go to some of those events. And like I said, I can't promote you if I don't know what you're doing. So if you want to post your stuff on our page, we'll be glad to promote it. And again, if we could be there, we would definitely show up and be there. Now, another thing we didn't talk about: Gravesend, William DeMayo.
Hey.
Biagio was shot in the in the end.
Mort.
I don't know.
That's an nice. You break That's an nice way you do to my boys.
Wait, 20 seconds. We're gonna do a Gravesend autograph con, and I'm gonna be Biagio's gonna sign.
But they missed me. 20
Terrible aim. Terrible aim.
Wait, but we don't know if they killed you. So
Well,
you
I
could
got
be
shot, and I said, I hope they're gonna call an ambulance to get me back, because I don't want to
Did you
die
see
off
it?
that quick. I'm
you see the
shot in
scene?
like 20
Yeah,
seconds.
Shot him by the altar, man.
Yeah, he shot right by the altar.
He died and his pompadour didn't fall out of place.
He came in, Biagio saw him come in with
I
the
was all
drone.
happy. I said, I'm on a show.
With his
And
chest
they
out,
killed me.
walking like a model down the line with the gun in his hand.
No, that was good.
No, you know what? It was
I
an
liked
experience.
Gravesend.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
great
liked it
experience.
too. I watched a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
Well, there's
It's a fun
there's-
show.
He's still shooting, right?
supposedly they're shooting for
I guess
another.
the new season.
It's nice to watch
I
a
think
show
they did
and
4 or 5.
recognize just about everybody in it.
That is cool, right? 'Cause
You know.
he had pretty much everybody, all his friends.
And everyone's Italian in it, so it's,
I'm still waiting for my call.
Yeah,
Give him a
Jersey
call.
I'm sure he's
boy.
calling now.
yeah, it might be in. I might be in season 2. He said, "We'll see, we'll see."
Well, he even at that time when we talked to him at Sette Pizzeria,
I'm still
I was
waiting
on
for
the
my
phone
sweatshirt.
for like maybe 40 minutes, and he mentioned that he wanted me to come with you to a set one
Yeah.
night, and
Listen, he's a great guy, great ideas.
he does it.
He's a hard worker.
How does
you
he
know?
sound, Nick?
Hey, Biagio, you want to be in fucking
Yeah.
So listen to this. We got a scene in a church, but guess what? I'm gonna have a fucking gun. You're gonna have a fucking gun, and we're gonna shoot it out between me, you, and St. Anthony.
That's pretty much what happened.
That's great. He does have
Wait a
a.
minute.
You're doing
San
well.
Antonio was in the scene?
Yeah,
You didn't tell
I
us.
think it was St. Anthony. What saint was it, Biagio?
Oh, you said
No, I think it was St. Anthony.
I
you
just
were in
guessed.
Gravesend, San
Was it good?
Antonio?
No, he
That's-
he does something else. I didn't get the video of him, but Antonio does something else called what the hell is it? Doctor? He's a freaking nut.
Dr. Evil.
No,
Dr.
no.
Malpractice.
Malpractice. Malpractice.
Malpractice.
And I think he got that from the Molka pot. He did a video. He did something with the Molka pot, and then he went from Molka pot to malpractice. Can you explain what the hell that even came up as? Here he comes. Benjamin San Antonio
Oh, he was right.
Franklin.
Oh, he's going to use this mic. Use this mic.
Benjamin San Antonio Franklin. Yeah, there's a mic there. You should have sat there the whole time.
The quarantine kind of got me a little crazy, and it made my hair crazy. And next thing I know, I had crazy ideas. Which one of the ideas was to pretend to be a doctor that did not pass any medical exams, practices medicine anyway, and always prescribes things that are either outdated or completely banned in the illegal.
I'll do a little bit of the doc right now.
Oh, I don't know if I could do it right now.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Just click it.
Really, I don't know if I should.
He did like a 25-minute skit, though. That went on for like 25 minutes.
Just give us a 10 seconds.
It wasn't exactly a skit. I would say it was more like illegal practicing. I'm not sure.
He used to go veramente botch. He did 25, maybe almost 30 minutes of that, and he had a nice round people watching.
You're lucky you didn't stay that way.
Well, yeah.
I think he came up with that because he was sitting in his house and just didn't know what to do anymore. But are you got anything coming up more with him?
I mean, if it's requested,
Request? Who the hell?
House calls.
You
I can't do
you have
house calls.
Nightmares of that guy. Now, Dr. Mo practice. Maybe you should.
Mall practice.
Mall.
It's
Mall.
2 A's.
He's Jewish.
Mall.
And then,
Practice with the
Well,
K.
did anybody ask you to do another one other than?
I mean, of course, I had a couple friends ask me to do it, but it's just a joke. Next thing I know, I have networks, asking about it, so I'll consider it.
Maybe we could get you a shot in that movie with. You need a doctor, right? A doctor role.
Don't touch me, Ralph. I'm stuck.
Yeah, but San D'Antonio, he does all kinds of crazy things. You never know what he's going to come up with.
You're going to be seeing a lot of crazy stuff. With
only
the
one I
boys
know
here.
that took off water shoes to jump in the pool. Like he had water shoes on the other day. I'm like, he took off his shoes to jump in the pool. I was like, they're water shoes.
I don't know. I thought that was only for the ocean.
You tell anybody you're related to him?
No.
But no, I want to give him a round of applause because he does a great job as our studio engineer. Antonio,
We're very proud of you.
he came in today. He goes, "You don't know what he's doing." That's what he said to me. So
I have no idea what I'm doing.
We appreciate your blessing. Before we started the show, it was really necessary after being away for so long, and we look around. Look who's sitting at this table right now.
Yep.
Think about it for a moment. Several months ago,
I think
we're all
just
like-
us alone could take out some of these rioters out there.
Let's go.
We just go with just us in a group. Baseball bat. And no, but listen.
I posted on Facebook. I was ready if anything had popped off. Let's go.
Give me the
phone.
You need me to prescribe something to some people? You just let me know.
Well,
You
we
don't
know
have, you don't have to say a thing. You just close the left.
we don't normally get political, but they are changing the name of the Washington Redskins. I guess when you fight long enough, it happens.
So what are they called now? Do they have?
I think they should call them the Yellowtails. That's what they should call them, the Yellowtails. I know they're changing the Cleveland Indians. I heard the Cleveland Spiders now.
I vowed I'm not
nobody-
watching
there's
football.
There's nobody. There's
I'm not
crazy.
watching.
I'm done with it.
I'm
too.
done. I'm done with all
They're
sports,
less.
and baseball's probably going to be the next one.
It's hard
It's
for me to
easier
see
for me though
bullshit.
because I'm a Browns fan and they always suck, so I'm out. It's probably easy for Jets fans.
If you're
too.
a Browns fan,
They're going to
you
change
got
that
it
name
made.
too. They might change that name too.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that hockey is still okay. There's nothing going on with hockey.
Well, I like.
Oh, they got the Blackhawks over there.
Yeah.
They might want to change
They
that
might
name.
change that name.
Change
See,
the-
the
never know.
Texas Rangers.
Well, they
are
got
under
rid of the
heat
Black
now.
Sox, and now we got the White Sox. So who the fuck knows what's going on?
And the Red Sox.
What about the Red Sox?
Yeah, but nobody's red. Hellboy's gonna protest.
The Indians are red.
No, but I
Colored
mean
fluid socks.
they're not red.
Yeah,
we,
but
we
you know,
normally we
they're
normally
nuts. These
we,
people are nuts.
we normally don't get political.
So how about Aunt Jemima? How's she doing?
That's I tell you what, I think if they just make them happy, get rid of what the hell you want, and let's move on.
What is that proving, though? I
It's
don't
not going to
understand.
change nothing. It's
Right.
not-
What is
if you're
it
a
proving?
Redskin fan, you're going to be a Redskin fan all your
Doesn't
life.
matter.
It doesn't matter if you change the name. People
If
are
you
gonna
want to
say,
hang
"I'm a
out with
Redskin
Uncle
fan."
Ben and Aunt Jemima, what the fuck's the matter?
That's right.
Esatto.
When you go to the store and you buy, you're going to call it Uncle Ben's because that's what you're used to.
Yeah,
You're going to
how
call
about-
Aunt Jemima even though the name ain't on it.
How about we boycott Chef Boyardee? I'm a little fucking
I was
offended
going
by
to say.
that.
Oh yeah,
That's right. That's right.
I never saw an Italian chef look like that with that kind of mustache. I mean, beefaroni.
That's
really?
right. I'm insulted.
Yeah. And what's with this secret recipe shit I've been seeing in the supermarkets? Like, there's no fucking secret. It sucks. You put shit in a can, you call it a day.
I'll tell you one thing though. They got no problem. People got no problem spending money. I mean, people who are offended by the statues, they got no problem spending
Money on Italian food.
No money on Italian food. Number one.
Spend it for me and that,
No,
then.
but
No
the
pizza, no
presidents that they
pasta,
want to
that's it.
vandalize, they're on the dollar bill
Some
and
of
they're
these
on the $5 bill.
crazy.
Some
Crazy.
of
They
these
got no
guys
problem.
were be paid big money. They said, just take that thing down. They don't know it's a Columbus.
Yeah, but wait a minute, in
statue.
Hoboken, did
See
you have
that
the Columbus
statue over there?
We have
Take it
Columbus
down
Park
you get
and we
a
have the statue in the
couple
park.
But is it just the bust or the whole statue?
The whole statue.
We're gonna give
Oh.
Connie
And were
Francis a
people coming
statue.
over there
There you go.
trying to take it down?
She should have a statue.
Nessuno.
Nobody,
You're
but
right.
because
No
somebody
problem.
was there on the
Well,
watch.
Well,
or-
no, listen, I'm going to tell you the
Nobody
truth.
touched
I
it.
just think because there's still a big Italian influence.
I'm-
in
yeah, but I'm
Hoboken,
very-
you know what I mean?
I'm-
and everyone's close with everyone. You know, that's how Hoboken
So
is. You know,
they
'cause
all look out
we
for
were
each
there
other.
for a long time in Hoboken. You know,
Whose
Yeah,
statue
so-
would be taller, Joe Pesci's or Frankie Valli's?
No,
That's
I'm very proud of New Jersey. I'm going to tell you why. They didn't do no crazy rioting. They didn't do nothing, especially in Newark. I came
thank
from
God.
Newark. I was a fireman in Newark. They were as respectful people as can imagine. You know, and I think because Newark suffered in '67, and you know they're not going to fall backwards. They're looking to go forward, and the people understand that there, and they work together, and you know whatever their differences are. At least they didn't vandalize and, you know, small stuff.
Well,
The
actually,
Newark police handled it very well.
most people don't know
It's
this,
organized.
but
So.
a trombetta, bini, bini, e compare, ti vuoi suonare? All right, so
I had to sound the alarm.
But most people think that the Columbus statue in Newark, in Columbus Park, was knocked down. No, they actually took it down
To protect.
and make sure it wasn't vandalized. Or,
And
you know,
Mayor Ross Baraka
desecrated.
said this should not be an insult to Italian Americans, and that was it.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything
That was
else. He didn't say anything else.
You know,
All right, you insulted us a little. You insulted
yeah, a
us
little bit. Not like
Well,
Robert De Niro was going to come out. And
I was
say
Raj Baraka's
No, no.
photographer when I
little out of line.
was in Newark. I was the mayor's. I was the photographer for 4 mayors. Sharp James, I was his video guy. Cory Booker, Louis Quintana, and then Raj Baraka was the last. And you know they're all right guys. They people change and become different politicians when they see the money come in. And you know Raj is just the kind of guy that just look. You know he doesn't want no problems, and he just wanted to take it down before there was a problem. And I think the people who, the one that they took it down on Broad Street, that was just done just to avoid anything crazy from happening. But the one they took down in front of St. Francis
Yeah,
was
Bloomfield
taken
Inn.
down by the people who put it up before it got vandalized. So they took it, and look.
So what?
Was that-
Are
I'm
they
from
going
the
to? Are they going to put it back?
No,
over
no,
there?
no. Let me explain
That was
something.
when I took during the night. That one.
There's no Italians left in the area.
Yeah.
So take the statue and go put it where it's appreciated. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? And look, the Roberto Clemente Field on Bloomfield Avenue, they got a big statue
Yeah.
of Roberto Clemente. That used to be Rick Sharon Field because that was.
Oh, it's not called that anymore.
No, it's called.
Did he pay for it?
No. Yeah, but he did in the 80s.
When he did the Newark Bears, right?
Yeah. No.
I bought a Snickers bar. Is
before
that
that.
going to go to him later?
When I was in Little League, you know,
Oh, okay.
It was Italians in that area. So yeah, it was the Rick Sharon Field. But now Rick Sharon, you know, who knows who Rick Sharon is? Everybody
That's his
knows
Catholic
Roberto,
boy.
right? And what I say is fine. You know, if there's no Italians in the area, what Italians are going to go fight for it? And what Italians are even look at it? So go take it and go put it into an area where there's Italians
Go
where they
bring
can
it to
appreciate
East Hanover.
it. That's the way I look at it.
East Hanover.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
Ever notice all the Italian towns
Wait.
have the highest taxes?
100. I'm just going to make a point. 100 years from now, that area where Roberto Clemente Field is now, 100 years from now, there could be all Russians in that area, and they'll take that statue out of there, just like they take all the other.
Karl Yazremski.
And they'll put Lenin up.
That's the one on the corner of by
Branch
Branchbrook Park, right?
Polish.
Huh?
Branchbrook Park. It's in front of.
Yeah.
Across the street
But
from
what? That's the
JJ's
point I'm
house.
saying.
JJ's. Oh my God.
How many
No,
Italian
JJ's
places are
is
left
on
in
the
Newark?
same
You're right.
side.
And the statue down on Broad Street. How many times go to Broad
Well,
Street?
how much Italian history is left in Newark?
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like we don't even have like a mural of like Frankie Valli painted.
Nothing.
Or Connie Francis, Pesci,
Well, they-
anybody.
there
But it's
should
still
be- there
history.
should be.
It's still history.
But
Right,
it should
still
be
history.
it should be brought to the areas where the Italians are, where they can appreciate it. Like I could appreciate
Calandras.
Tell you, people got no problem. People have no problem going to other cultures. Got no problem coming to Calandra's Bakery, Italian bakery,
right.
getting all kinds of food they got there. Right.
That's like the last historic Italian thing left in Newark is Calandras.
Yeah.
That
Intermezzo
and the Belmont.
The Belmont's there. Oh, Luigi's is there still. Luigi's restaurant.
Yeah,
still
and then
good.
Tony's down neck.
What about Frank's Pizzeria? The best
Well, that's
pizzeria
the
you ever
best.
had.
Yeah, Frank's too. Hidden
Yeah,
gem.
but isn't Newark? They have the church for.
St. Lucy's.
Was that St. Lucy's?
Yeah, they have
That's
the
a big
feast.
Italian.
What about Dickie D's?
Right?
Forgot
Dickie
about Dickie
D's,
D's.
the home of the
Dickie D's
Italian
hot
hot
dogs.
dog.
That's
Mount
right.
Carmel did the feast
Oh,
down neck
the ice cream place
every year.
not far from
you
you.
remember the feast down neck, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Nassau.
Mount Carmel. We did that.
Nassau's.
Nassau.
We
Nassau.
hosted. We hosted. Remember Mount Carmel down neck?
Yeah.
Did they still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did do it
They
last
still
year.
do. We hosted it that one year with Shane Coyle. He came down.
Nassau's ice cream place. How
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's important, Mr.
That's
Miguel?
your neck of the woods, huh?
Young people that continue the Italian tradition and the club, and that's what Angelo here is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Talk a
trying
little
to
about
do.
your club.
Oh.
Talk about your club.
Yeah, tell us.
This is a social club.
Well, honestly, yeah, no, we are a social club, but I'm trying to start off something on my own. Actually, I wanted to say last show, but I was cut off by
Chi è?
Stunato. No, I'm just
Chi
kidding.
è?
He just
Uno, due, tre,
Azzo! Azzo a te, voglio.
Stuna.
Yeah, I was about to start off, talking about it, what my plans are, and he just cut me off. But it's all right. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is it's actually just taking place in New Jersey, where I'm reaching out to a lot of younger Italian first generation, not even first generation. A lot of
It's in
second generations,
Hoboken?
too. No. It's just what I'm forming right now. Right now,
fuck
I have
me,
a
I'm
couple guys
fourth.
from Tom's River. A lot of Calabrese from Roma. I got guys, Milano.
No Napolitans.
What's the Napolitano?
Just basically, how their parents came here and
No Napolitans allowed.
what we're trying to do is what I'm trying to do is maybe start our own organization. Italian Americans, the Sons of New Jersey, Italian Americans, and just have different chapters throughout the whole state. And if that goes great, then we'll just take off from there and open up in different states. Just so all the Italian Americans have a place to go to and celebrate.
one problem.
Celebrate
This is important because you know how many Italian coffee shops, if you look around, he could probably tell you better than anybody. What's the ethnic, I guess in Italian or Spanish or all the different European groups or whatever. You're saying more Italian people.
What do you say? No what?
No Napola putans allowed.
Who said that?
Say Napolalo.
Wait a minute. You got to do something with the title, though. You said Sons of New Jersey.
Yeah, what about my daughter?
Field in New Jersey.
Just along the
Fiji.
lines. It's not only gonna be sons though. I want women as well. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these other social clubs around right now, it's mostly men only. They do have a women's fraction, but I just want for our tradition to carry on. That's all I'm looking for. People my
Discendendi
age, people
italiani.
younger.
I think.
Exactly, that's it.
Discendendi italiani.
See,
So what are you doing there? You got a jukebox? You listen to Jimmy Roselli?
whatever they want. We can put a jukebox right now. We can put a card game table in there, pool table, darts. You know what I mean? Somewhere to
Wait a
go.
minute. The
Somewhere
legend-
to
the
go
legendary-
watch
the legendary-
calcio, watch soccer. Where sports are on.
There's too many cafes that it's
I'm
like.
not talking about cafe though. You know what I mean?
I
It's
know,
like-
but people go in these cafes. It's like they make like $20 a day. It's like, yeah, I sold 10 espressos today for $2, and then people are like, how are they paying the fucking bills?
But a lot of the problem is, look, I've been in a band forever, and I played a lot of these Italian events from all different cities in Italy, Solerino, Roma. In fact, Roma Club, and every year you see the dances where we started at 500 people attending. 400, 300, 200.
Smaller and
Now it's
smaller.
like
Smaller and
120
smaller.
because the older people, unfortunately, either moved or passed away,
Right.
and the younger generation don't care.
They don't care. They, just
They don't
care.
understand what our grandfathers and fathers did to sacrifice to come to this country.
Well, here's the
and,
point.
and that's where we try as Italian Americans. We're proud of our heritage and say, hey, we want to continue.
Whose fault is that?
My son.
Genitori.
Genitori.
The parents.
I push it and instill it in my
Well,
kids.
and you know what though? Like some parents I can't blame because I know how for instance, some of my cousins who came over, they didn't want to teach their kids Italian because they wanted to raise them strictly American. But I think that's completely wrong. All right, so I understand some of them lost it like that, but then other ones just they just didn't care about the tradition or heritage or culture because
there's the point
got
I was
too
making
Americanized.
earlier that you have no history. How do you know what builds you, what makes you, how do you think if you don't have no sentiment? That's what I'm thinking.
The young kids, they play Super Mario Brothers today.
Yeah, that's Italian for them.
Mamma
mia. Yeah, made by a Japanese guy. Looks Mexican.
Well, look, real quick, I just I don't mean to jump in, but there was a couple people we were trying to get on the show if they're watching or if they see the video there. Rosario Monetti, tenor. I don't know if you've seen him. Biagio, what do you think?
Yes,
You're a music
he's
guy.
good.
Yeah, he really is.
Great.
LA.
He's got some voice. Though,
Rosario,
like
yeah.
dramatic. Did you know? Do you know him?
I know. I've seen him.
Mike, weren't you the one to try to
Yes.
get me to
yeah,
get him?
Yeah, well, he's very talented, of course, and he said when he comes to New Jersey, he wants to come on the show. I mean, people are watching and they're sensing our energy, and they know that we got something special, and they want to be part of it. So
Also,
we invite him in.
From Happy Days, the Ralph Mouth, Don Most. He is involved with jazz and blues. He has a promo video on Vimeo.com, and he's got a CD coming soon. We're in some contact with Don, email. He couldn't make the date today. I'm kind of happy in a way. I like to get him on the night where, because we had so much to talk about today. So I like
we're
to,
happy you're not here.
No, we want
Nice.
to we want to do a nice 30-minute, maybe 20-minute interview with him. I'm sure we could bring up a lot with him. He's a really funny guy, but he's also involved with jazz and blues.
Yeah, he's a good musician.
Did you see the video of him? I never
yeah.
showed. Okay,
He sent
not
it to me.
bad, right? It
No,
wasn't
he's
bad.
good.
It wasn't bad. Also, Terrifier 2. Jason and Michael Levy, David Thornton, Eddie Cabrera, and Damon Leone, who plays the clown. We've interviewed them at
Isn't Craig in it too?
Horror.
Lloydgren?
Oh, Craig Lloydgren's in it. Yeah. But we also interviewed him at Hurricane. Remember that?
Yeah, I
That was a
remember.
good one.
Yeah, they're great.
That was a good interview because the clown and everybody there, and the producer. Mary DeBellis from Hot Nights. She's always a big fan of the show. We were trying to get, and one day we're going to try to bring in Pasquale Barbato. He is a guy who promotes our Wiseguyz show everywhere he goes and all the cons.
This guy's met
wears
John
our shirt.
Travolta a million times.
Yeah, but he had the Wiseguyz shirt with
Yes.
John Travolta when he took the
Oh, he
picture.
did?
with him.
I never saw that
Yeah.
one. That's
Well,
what I mean.
he's-
He meets him so many times. I didn't
Sylvester
see that one.
Stallone,
always-
he had the Wiseguyz shirt
He's
on.
always
wow.
putting a plug in for us. When we
Yeah,
were
we
in
gotta
Atlantic
bring him
City
in.
for Hurricane, he was hanging out
Yeah.
with us.
He's a great guy.
He deserves to come
He
in
must
and-
have like a collection of autographs that
Oh,
like
yeah.
nobody's ever had in their life.
I see him at the Metal Inch flea market all the time. Fucking picking things out of the garbage.
Now, hey, speaking of that, is that still going on?
Yeah, the Metal Inch is there. Push's body is on clearance. Along with his fucking sauce.
Vinny Pastor?
Oh, you didn't have my sauce yet?
He owes me one, that
you
guy.
gotta plug my sauce on the show, Freddie.
It was his birthday. Let's give him a happy
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday, Vinny.
Happy,
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Vinny. Listen, his post that I posted on our page, we did a little thing for him, and it
He's an
kicked
original
ass.
wise guy.
Like 250 likes on his the happy birthday. Everybody was commenting. So Glenn was with him tonight having dinner, and I said,
Glenn
send
DiGirolamo.
Vinny over. Look, Vinny was the original host of the Wiseguyz show. Wiseguyz show. We're the Wiseguyz show, but same, you know.
I met him at the con. Very nice.
Yeah, very moody, but
You saw him when he was like, I'm not doing another fucking thing till I get paid.
that's the, huh?
It's Vinny. Tell Nicky to stop fucking impersonating me.
Oh, and Biagio's buddy, I forgot to mention, Don Pipo. Don Pipo, we did a little thing for him. He did all right when we promoted him.
Yeah,
Golden people.
Filippo.
Yeah, how's he doing?
That's his name. Good. I haven't spoke to him in a
Went-
while.
went from-
Great guy.
He's online right
Well,
now.
he started his own.
And Giovanni
Facebook
Penna,
and
all them
Facebook,
guys, they're
yeah.
doing live videos.
Yep, he started his own like radio show
During this
Time.
COVID. And there's one guy who's in Italy I want to really mention. He's like a network in, this was great. Because we do get seen in Italy. Remember, Italy, a lot of people are sleeping right now. 6 hours, we're 6 hours ahead. I'm sorry, we're 6 hours behind. Right?
Tell you guys a famous Monster and Giacomo. I'll
No,
tell you
we're,
that right
we're
now.
ahead. No,
Jono,
I'm more
it's time for the
confused.
Wise Guy show.
Dove vivo all'estero.com. Massimiliano Ferrara.
He's absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, talk about networking. This guy came at us out of nowhere and out of left field. That he's in Italy. He's got a networking company in Italy for all Italians all around the world. And when he saw our show, he loved it, and he put us on his page, his website, and we've been getting Italians joining our page left and right. Names that they're from Italy because there
they
aren't too
end in a
many.
vowel.
No, most like
Not all Italian.
most there's
Martin.
women names that are really they're men and you think that they're women but they're men like Andrea like Andrea Bocelli. But if you hear Andrea in English, you think it's a girl name.
They could go to whatever bathroom they want. That's all I know.
No, but we want to thank Massimiliano Ferrara, and we will hope to do more things with him in the future. Biagio, did you join him by any chance? Did you see him?
Yeah.
Dove, the name Dove Vivo All'Estero.
Great guy. Massimiliano.
Yes.
Great guy.
Dove Viva All'Estero.com. Check him out.
Massimo.
Tell him the Wiseguyz
Massimo.
Shout out to from Manuches.
And obviously, Bada Bean Coffee, Andrew Elderman, he's a great guy. What a nice man he is. And
He had a blast. He said he had a blast, and it was so awesome to see him there.
Big Drew and Petey Blue.
shared
How
it.
you
The
doing?
place in Tom's River too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it ain't open yet, but it will.
Okay.
4 locations.
Yeah.
I forgot the
Down Neck, right? There's
Newark.
one, right?
and
Tom's River.
Tom's River.
Where was?
Oh, he has.
Morristown?
Oh, he's
Is that-
got a few. I thought
I
he
think
only had
he's
one or
got
two.
He's got 2
I
more.
think
It's
he's
4 in
really?
total.
Opening
I'm
up
trying to
the
remember where the other
Close
2 are.
Seaside, right?
Yeah,
You
he
close.
closed Seaside.
He closed
for now,
Seaside.
but He's opening Tom's River. Should be opening like in the next week or so.
Good.
And then he has another 2 locations he's looking into.
Nice.
Now, I'm thinking of another person for our connection. We have Mr. Ferrari in New York City. I think we should make him. He is our official, but let's officially make him with a poster. Our official New York City cab driver, Mr. Ferrari. He was famous for being with Tom Hanks and all famous people in his cab, and he's a big supporter of our show. Mr. Ferrari, we've been trying to get him to come into the show. Hopefully, we can get him into the near. He used to drive his cab and call in while we was live and with somebody in the back seat. And
Mr. Ferrari.
Mr. Ferrari. How you doing?
we're gonna make a poster, Mr. Ferrari, Manny Anzolata. I think that's his name.
Considered to be the cabbie for the stars.
That's
Yes.
right. Cabbie of the Stars. That's what we're
Gonna
gonna
make an ambassador for New York City?
We're gonna
Listen,
make
the
him-
other day, I think
How
he
many
had a
ambassadors?
shout out from Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Huh? What?
What
I think
is
the other
this,
day
the
he had a
fucking
shout out from
I didn't hear what you said.
I saw it.
No,
I said the other
We
day,
gotta
I think
make
he
him
posted
ambassador.
something.
If
He had a
they're gonna
shout out from Tom
represent
Hanks.
us,
We got
and they-
Yeah.
You can't cut off everybody. You gotta give me.
Oh, do not.
You cut off Angelo. You cut off man. This guy grew a beard because of you. He's been waiting since he's been waiting to talk. He grew a beard. Guy, well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I said Manny the other day said he had a shout out from Tom Hanks.
Yes, he had him in
Saying
his
hi,
cab.
Mr. Ferrari, or whatever he said. I saw that.
Yep.
Great guy.
Great guy.
You know, we got to do a couple of shout outs too. Our good friend, Adovemo. Well, Filippo, I said, right? Mm-hmm. I said Filippo. You hear me? How's that? William Gaudino. Ciao, William.
William
Josephine.
Gaudino.
Great guy. He was at our last show.
That's right. Okay.
You know. Thanks everybody for
what
joining
about the guy
us.
in Canada?
Ralph.
Butino.
Raphael.
Raphael. If you're watching, Ralph, always
Francis.
A pleasure.
Ciao, Francis.
Rita
Carraro, there's so many
DiMaggio,
people
big
on.
supporter.
Absolutely.
Sal Lena's restaurant, Sal Pagliarulo. He's all over the place.
I want to give a shout out to my daughter Luciana for tomorrow. I'm sorry.
That's
we
right,
couldn't-
her
we
birthday's
couldn't
tomorrow.
celebrate in the way
Hey,
we wanted.
Let's give a happy birthday to Luciana. Come on.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Axo!
Happy birthday to you.
Axo!
Happy birthday, Luciana. Atso! Happy birthday to you. Atso! There you go. All right. That's
got
16. God bless.
Joe Woolley's on.
Joe Woolley.
Joe Woolley.
Atso's got to be turned into
Keith
a song by
Malo. How you
Biagio
doing,
already.
Keith?
Biagio, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Atso's got to be a song.
We got to sing that song
good idea.
together. at the
Good
table.
Make that a
I'm
hit.
thinking
Uno,
about it.
due, tre, azzo. Uno, due, tre, azzo. Uno, due, tre, azzo.
And then all the
I
other
think he
guys will say,
trademarked it.
asshole.
I think Mike trademarked it. I got to ask if I could use it.
We're going to sing that.
There's
You
We're
better
another-
open your wallet.
ready. Sing it all together.
Here's another thing we got to find out about more. We're still on hold. Kenny Del Vecchio's movie, Wrestling Christmas Miracle. Come on, that's something that was that should have been done already.
Absolutely.
The Hoboken International Film Festival. We are in the movie. We are associate producers of the movie. Biagio, Antonio's band that we're supposed to
Awesome.
open up the festival. The music
Does
anyway.
Biagio shoot
the
anybody in
videos.
the church again?
No, we shot in the studio. We shot in Biagio's house. We shot at Lena's restaurant. We shot. I mean,
Chipperelli's.
Listen, this was I thought it was going to be a good movie because the director was so like precise about everything he did. And when you see directors like that, usually the movies could come out really good.
Lot of footage.
But Kenny was doing the credits the other day, so we made sure that's Biagio's.
So when is the film
Antonio
festival?
said that
Are they doing it?
Biagio's mother's name
Hoboken
was
Film Festival.
Are they doing anything? Yeah. Is that the film festival?
We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But no, but when would it have been?
It would have been in May.
Right,
It would have been in May.
So
It may
they
have
just-
been like mid-May.
So they postponed it
They
to who
had
knows
to,
when.
yeah.
We had a magnificent experience. Our first debut.
Nothing's
at
ever
the
average.
festival.
So you're so I was doing the credits, and your mother's name in the credits is Alessandra.
Who told you that?
The Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
Away
this
from
guy-
our audio guy.
our engineer is Biagio's brother-in-law,
Right.
And we're doing the credits. So he asked me, "What's Biagio's mother's name?" And I'm like, I remember his father's name, but I'm like, hey, Antonio. What? He goes, Alessandro, I think. Alessandro and Alessandro. I'm like, no, that don't sound right, Antonio. And I'm not even really, I mean, I just met Biagio a few years ago. I said, and I know that that's not it. And you're his brother-in-law. I mean, you're married a long
Right,
time, right?
my dad's name is Alessandro. I don't know how he got Alessandro, and my mother's name is Domenica.
That's right.
Domenica.
And we call
Domenica.
we call my father Sanducci
You know
and my
what it
mother
was?
Magucci.
You know what
And we have a nice picture. They took a nice picture. Your parents and your aunt up by the poster. Did you see that? That was a nice shot. Also, Corrado Canarella.
Canarella.
Yes.
What a great guy.
Funny guy. I mean,
he was on the. I told you. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel.
Oh, yeah.
I think they did like that TikTok or whatever it was. Like
Yeah.
he put him on.
He did something
He
where
did like a video.
Yeah, it was
Is it
for the
true
COVID.
that TikTok is going to be taken out? Or is that rumor?
That's
I
what they're
hope so.
saying, right?
Fucking alarm clock
It's a
shit.
Chinese. It's a Chinese outlet.
Don't
That,
say Chinese.
Yeah,
Not
it's
politically
wiretap.
correct.
that's right.
I've had enough of it.
Also, listen, we're going to try another person. We got to see how we're going to approach it. Father Guido Sarducci hasn't been. We're going to
that's
try
a
to
great
get him.
Character. Did you
I
ever
got
see
his
him?
album at home on vinyl.
We want to thank
Saturday Night Live, he was
Chris
yeah.
Lucas, Adam Lucas,
We want
for
to
all they
thank
do
everybody.
for us.
George Lucas.
George Lucas. No, but we have a way to get Father Guido Sarducci. He does not dress the part, but just getting him to come in or even doing a phone call with him
legend.
would be a legendary move. So the Wise Guys are working on that. We're not going to give any more information about that, but please don't be surprised if we do that. Please make sure you let everybody know. Also, Bob Levy, Levy Land.
Hey, Bob.
Bob is a good friend of ours. He was also upset about Jim, Fat Rat Bastard, and you know he does a lot for people. Even though Bob's a little
Bob is
tough
great.
to work with for some people. But
You gotta get used to him.
got to get used to him. His son's new band, Fat Mez. So I'm Dom Levy. I wanted to mention that for him. Don
Very
always
talented.
posts. Yes, very
Incredibly
talented. And the Skinny Guinea. You've been seeing him on our Facebook page. We're going to try to see more about him.
Who?
The Skinny Guinea.
Is that someone? There's no such thing.
It's a cooking show.
The Skinny Guinea.
Yeah, I posted a video.
I gotta see this.
We've been communication. I don't know. We'll see how he could be a wonder. He does some cooking stuff, and maybe we can get involved in doing stuff like that. Also, Karen King, Cha-Cha's wife. I always have to mention her. She's a big fan of the show, big supporter of us. She's at Oliva Dairy, Grand and Mulberry Street. It is open now. As a Cha-Cha would say, it's the oldest cheese joint in America.
We got it. We did promise that we were going to go.
We're
going to
go. Yeah, but they just opened. So Karen King, we love you, and we're going to come see you once things start to loosen up a little more, and that's what it seems like is happening right now. So
When they start giving out tokens at the tunnel.
Cha-Cha's wife, did you know Cha-Cha by any chance? Did you?
Yeah.
You know my buddy on the fire department, Jimmy Willis.
That's the last, right?
Yeah, we would.
Jimmy
I would
Willis,
see him
right.
all the time in Cha-Cha's when
Cha-Cha's,
Cha-Cha
right.
was alive too. And look, we knew all the original Wise Guys: Joe Corsi, Vinny Pastore, Cha-Cha, Vinny Vella. We didn't. It's we have to carry it on, and hopefully there's somebody behind us to carry this on once we're done. Nikki, we'll all be dead, and you'll be like 60 years old, like him.
I'm here, Nick. Don't worry.
You and Angela Cheddar,
these guys take over.
It's okay. I won't be allowed in this club, but I'll be here. Fourth generation.
Mad Dog will be your consigliere.
Nice.
He's the lawyer. Actually, you're the only lawyer that only person that's a lawyer here, and probably in the history of the show. Tom
Higgins.
TMZ.
You
Yeah,
could be
and the Browns are still going to suck.
the official consigliere.
There you go.
That's right. If we ever get
There you
locked
go.
up, we got to call you. Who else are we going to call?
Consigliere.
That's right. He's our consigliere.
TMZ at the end. He's a lawyer.
Freddie, we got to do a shout out for Rich McCormick.
Rich McCormick, that's right.
He
And
did so many great photos.
And Anthony
Word
Scala.
McCormick. Anthony
And
Scala.
our official photographer, Scala Photography. Richard
and rolling.
McCormick.
Did a great job.
Listen, they're
great people.
Listen, I was a photographer for the mayor's office, but these guys, they work their ass off. They make their whole invited trip to as just being the
They were
photographer
working.
the whole night.
They all
worked
they're
the whole
both
time.
an
Yeah.
applause.
Thank you.
For Richard McCormick and Anthony Scala, two great photographers. I saw when they left, when they were leaving outside, I saw them fighting outside. Who was a better
photographer?
Hey, maybe we can make that a celebrity
Trying
fight.
to blind each
Well,
other with the bigger
Richie-
flashes.
Richie did get that legendary shot of an angel of Jesus, so that's not
Yeah,
easy.
that's
during
that's-
9/11?
Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't see that.
magnificent.
Thinking of
Went
different
viral.
pictures.
I don't know.
Really?
He took a picture.
I
of
didn't
the-
see that.
Yeah, he took a picture. We gotta post that. We took a picture
Freedom.
of the. He took a picture.
How
of
long ago was this?
A couple of years.
Okay.
Years ago, the beams from the towers, and he took the picture. And if you zoom into the top of the beams, there was like a formation of a Jesus figure.
Wow.
It's really really wild. I got to see if he sends that to me. I had it, but I don't know what I
From
did.
Hoboken, right? He took
Yeah.
it.
Yep. And as the coronavirus is continuing, though, we do want to really thank very important people that got us through a lot of this. And that's all the healthcare workers and all the emergency workers, fire, police, EMS, hospital,
First responders.
everybody. We want to give them a big round of applause. You don't realize how difficult it is. Most people, like when they see a person like a fireman or a cop, you don't know how serious the job is until you're actually in the middle of a situation where you saying, wait a minute, did I really take this job correctly? Like I've been in fires before in my career that I it just you wonder sometimes, did you pick the right job? And I think I did. But these healthcare workers who have to deal with COVID-19 patients coming in and just touching their eyes or by accident and
How about Freddie?
it's
how
tough.
How about we just have a moment of silence?
Oh, my name is Angel of
Everybody
Light.
that's no longer here with us.
That's good. And we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight too. We're not just done yet. We have about a few more minutes. But Joe Catalano. You got
No,
something?
no.
Oh.
Rich said Google my name, Angel of Light. Richard McCormick.
Oh, that's it. Angel. Okay.
Angel of
I
Light.
remember he sent me a link to.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You can see that?
We'll do it right after the show.
Yeah, wow.
But Joe, is there anything you would like to tell us? Something to look forward to? Maybe you got going on that we didn't talk about.
Well, I'm working on that film with Danny Feynman, Once Upon a Time in New York City. That just ended. We were working on it in January. That stopped. The Sal Ranella film coming up. He wants to continue working on that.
Good Friday.
What's the name of that one?
Good Friday.
Good Friday. It's a mob comedy.
Federico's in it.
Federico, William
Margotto,
DeMeo,
Willie.
right. And a lot of people passed away.
Yeah, there's a lot of Cha-Cha
you're
was
right.
in it.
Yeah.
Vinny
Fat
Vella was in it.
Bastard
Fat
was
Rat
in it,
Bastard
right.
was in it.
Randy.
Randy
Wow.
was in it.
Randy was in it, right,
Yeah,
right.
there's a lot of. I don't know how do you make a movie with when you're taking all these scenes that you shot and you're following a script.
You gotta
Right.
re-edit
It's
the
crazy.
script and make.
How do you do that? What do you do?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That's what
I
happened.
wish him luck with it. It's a lot of work and things happen.
Yeah.
And look, even like when they did Gladiator, the one guy died in the
When
middle.
they did Soprano, what was her face? Lydia, the woman who played Lydia. Why am I forgetting? Nancy Marchand died.
Yeah.
And
Right.
season 3 was supposed to be her testifying against Tony Soprano in court. That would have been fantastic, and they had to, rewrite the whole show.
That was the mother,
Switched it
right?
all
One
up,
of the
right.
scenes with the mother, they had to shoot it, and they CGI'd her face onto like another woman's body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. They did that back in like 2002 or 1, around that time. That was like unheard of back then almost.
Yeah.
Which is good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, I remember. Yeah.
Anything else?
Bruce Socia, He's going to be doing something.
Yeah, he was talking about.
We don't know the name
I
of that
can't.
yet, right?
I can't really. Can you
Is that,
say?
is that something?
I don't know the name.
He told me not to say nothing.
You're going to be on the unemployment line after this show.
Untitled Rhode Island Italian project.
It's a comedy. It's going
Is
to be a
that project
comedy.
here, filmed here, or in
It's,
Rhode Island?
It's
or?
no, I think he's coming to New York too, right?
Oh, he is? I thought it was
Rhode Island. Rhode
I think
Island.
it's Rhode Island.
Boston, maybe.
Yeah, John Fury's in
And
it.
a few of the right.
Yeah.
A few
Frank
Sopranos are in
Santarelli.
it, right?
What about you? What about you, Nick? You got
he's in
anything
it.
coming up?
No, I'm just gonna say this though. I don't know what you guys did during the quarantine, but the best thing I did was watch all the John Cassavetes films that he directed and wrote. Check out A Woman Under the Influence. It's actually about Peter Falk plays an Italian guy, and it lost Best Picture to The Godfather, I think, and Jenna Rollins won Best Actress.
What year was that?
1974.
I was gonna say,
you gotta watch
Peter
it.
Falk.
One of the best movies I've
That
ever
was
seen.
Lots of Luck, 1974.
Yeah.
Peter Falk plays an Italian. That's
Yeah.
a stretch from Columbo. Huh? How'd he pull that one off?
I would say it's probably my favorite performance by an actress Jenna Rollins gives. She's fantastic.
Wow.
And this movie, anyone who's ever dealt with somebody under the influence, this is a movie for them to relate to.
It's a series though. You said.
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. The whole
What's
movie's
the
actually
title?
free on YouTube. A Woman Under the Influence.
A Woman Under the Influence.
You gotta watch it. It's a good Italian spaghetti movie. Like there's a dinner scene where they're eating spaghetti.
It's a
That's
comedy?
what makes them Italian. No, it's a drama.
It is a drama.
You've seen it.
Nobody
No,
has a
no, no,
mustache
no.
in it.
Nobody. None of the Italians have a mustache. in it.
See the Columbo though, the original.
Is that crack that meat?
movie?
No.
That's gonna end up being our show.
Cartoon.
One more thing.
Just because you have a mustache.
Listen, there was a lot of dramas that were funny.
You posted.
Oh
that
yeah.
one.
No, A Woman
You
Under
did
the
a
Influence. You
cartoon.
can
I
find
mean,
it.
come on.
They go into
We
the-
watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest
Buck-
a million
Buck-
times.
yeah.
I laughed
What's
through
his name?
through the whole movie.
The
How
Shy
could
Guy.
you not
Family
laugh?
Guy.
Goodfellas is
My
hysterical.
My wife said, "How could you laugh? How could I laugh? Are you
What?
kidding me?"
Freddie can tell you how we went through the whole pandemic. What famous, great series we watched.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Star Trek.
My Brilliant Friend. Yes,
That
great
is-
movie. Great series.
What a
We're waiting
great
for
series.
season 3.
I
We
think it's
flew
one of the
right by it.
best.
We're watching Sons of
We're
Anarchy.
trying to get the girls
can't
from
stop
My
watching
Brilliant
it.
Friend on the show. So listen, if you're home right
I'm on
now
season
watching this
4
show,
now, I think.
My Brilliant Friend is a big hit series on HBO right now. It's
new?
and it's
okay.
went through 2 seasons, and they're working on the 3rd. The reason why they stopped because of the corona. And Biagio is actually working on getting the 2 girls that star in the show, and that's going to be
There you
something.
go.
I'm telling you, you got to watch it. You're going to get hooked by the
This
second.
is based on a book that was written
Yes.
like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
What a great.
Yeah.
It's got all. They speak it in Italian, but it's all American subtitles, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
you
a
gotta
show!
read.
Italy. It's
What a
amazing.
show!
Wow.
You get hooked from
You'll
the
be
start.
glued. You'll be glued.
Yeah.
You watch 5 or 6 episodes in a row.
Crazy stuff. Italians the way they were back then. I can only. I mean,
It was based like in the 40s, right?
Yeah. Yep. And it's really crazy. You seen how the Italians, man, back in them days where they were
It's
tough.
basically Napoli Dons.
They were tough, yeah.
was
And
crazy.
it showed how Napoli just like built up in the areas where people lived in like I don't want to say high rises, but like apartment buildings.
Right, mid
like-
rises and the car. I mean, the way they did everything was
Is
unbelievable.
actually writing about true moments in their life, in their childhood, growing up with a friend, right?
Yeah, it's a great.
So we're working
it's
on
a great series.
If you're a fan of My Brilliant Friend, we're really working on getting the 2 girls that are star in the show, in the movie, in the series, and that's going to be a home run. That's going to be.
and it's on HBO, so everybody knows that.
And I was going to say Mad Dog. He mentioned Columbo, but the real series name of that was Christopher Columbo. But people got mad, so they wanted to just make it Columbo.
Really? I was gonna say no way.
You had me fooled. I was like,
I was going like this. Really?
Here, let's see if anybody knows. What is Lieutenant Columbo's first name?
I'll never get.
Robert.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't
He
have
doesn't
one.
have one.
Never has.
It's just Mr. Columbo,
Columbo.
and Mrs. Columbo.
What about Mad Dog? Anything other than I know you got something tomorrow, but anything in the future?
Yeah, tomorrow, me and Richie Carucci at Lenora's in Hackensack, outdoor comedy. And like I said, Friday night, 9 o'clock, PBS. I landed a role as a cop at the Metropolitan Opera, Porgy and Bess. It's pretty wild run, and we were lucky we finished up in February.
Wow.
With the run.
Is there any way for us to see it, like in the link or anything like that?
It's on TV. I don't know.
Oh, no,
PBS,
it's on
local
PBS,
PBS.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, listen,
pretty wild.
once it airs, you
Usually,
let
it's
us know.
going to be on tomorrow.
Friday, 9 o'clock. It already
Friday.
aired in movie theaters. They did a live broadcast across the world, actually. Then I got to watch the replay in Clifton. I got to see myself. You know,
Like,
I don't have a
PBS
big role in it.
Is PBS 13?
Whatever PB, you know,
See,
whatever the local.
Whatever channel Big Bird is on,
13,
which is
22.
Publicus.
No, I know it's a very famous channel. It's just it's hard for me. I never.
Public, whatever. It's different in every state.
What's the title of it?
Porgy and Bess.
All right,
It's,
so you just gotta be-
Metropolitan
PBS,
Opera.
yeah, they got all the
a
old-
small role. I play a cop, but it was pretty wild
Porgy and Bess.
to be on a stage that big.
Porgie and Bess.
What were you going to
Oh,
say?
okay, all right. I'm gonna look for it. How about you, Angelo? Anything going on in Hoboken with the Italian American Club as things start to settle down?
No, nothing going on right now. Like I said before, we're starting to come back, slowly. But as feasts go, the St. Anne's Feast, which is our big feast because it's San Giacomo Day as well, canceled. The one in September, as far as I know right now, it's canceled. And so we're taking things slowly right now.
Well, he's as
If
busy
you want
being
cannolis,
a-
you're going to have to go directly to the cake boss now.
That's it, pretty much, yeah.
Or Calandras?
But is the club open, the social club?
We are open, yeah, but at a capacity level, though. So only like a certain amount of members can go in at a time. Yeah.
Now-
and,
now-
us young generations, it's kind of like timid for us to go in there because, like I said, a lot of the guys are older, so we just, on behalf of
Out of
them.
respect.
Exactly.
Don't
we
use
just
the
there
parks
to-
at all to meet?
I'm sorry?
Any of the parks you guys meet?
All the parks are open. Most of the old guys, they all go to their park, but Sono Vecchia, so that's what they do.
There ain't no bocce ball courts over
Just
there
saying, have
anymore,
like
right?
a meeting or a gathering in the park.
Yeah, something like that. But, as far as anything going
You
on.
know what you should do? You should arrange this and we'll come. In the amphitheater space below Blue
Dude,
Eyes.
how awesome would that be?
Why don't you do a little bocce? We could set up bocce ball things right in
I
the
could talk to Alessandro. I'm sure you know who he is. He's
Yeah,
the
that'd
other
be
partner.
good.
You know
Like a
that,
bocce
Wiseguyz?
ball, do a
Yeah,
bocce
we should do a
ball.
Perfect
bocce
situation
ball
right
thing. I've
there
never
for bocce,
played.
right?
I've always
With
wanted to
perfect.
play.
Pizza,
Yeah.
Wise
My
Guy
Uncle
Show
Tony
and
used to
bocce.
run them in. He
the
was
park.
the.
We
We
could
should
arrange
just
he
that.
ran leagues in
absolutely.
independent.
That's a perfect
That'd be
situation right there for the bocce court.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I
With
don't
the
know.
years. You in the
I don't know
background?
if you're telling the
Dude.
truth or.
No, I swear to God.
Don't
That'd be
forget,
nice.
we
I didn't
also
even know I
have the
had an Uncle
sacrifice.
Tony.
My Uncle Tony.
Oh,
What,
he
you?
said mine.
Yep.
Well, you said you were trying to start something up for Italian. Is there anything that you put together like on Facebook or anything like that right
No,
now?
nothing yet. So far, I'm secured about 50 of us guys. And it's just guys. I haven't talked to any women yet, but there's 50 of us right now.
All right,
and,
well, keep us informed, and I hope to see you at the next show.
Absolutely,
you're
of
welcome
course,
to come and,
of course.
Now,
Don't forget-
Biagio, you do a lot of festivals. What about anything going on?
Right now, not that much because everything's up in the air.
Yeah, well, we have a
I-
festival that we do every year, the Orange Festival, Italian American Festival in Orange is still on. So we
Still
do-
on?
Yeah. We're
Wow,
still-
it's
When is that
awesome.
now?
When?
September?
It's
It's
September
September 12th and 13th.
12th
Okay.
and 13th.
See, that was the same days that the Italian Festival in Hoboken was supposed to be, from the
Really?
12th to the 16th. Yeah.
They already
But they
canceled
are.
that?
They didn't cancel it completely right now, but it's in the talks that, because St. Anne's is canceled, they're going to cancel this one too.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we are still on, so keep an eye out for information about that. I mean, at least we could try to come together there. I think if we have Biagio there again this year, he opens up the skies and everything, maybe freaking COVID will go away.
There you go.
Man, that was like something. He played in Orange one time. It was raining like all day, all night, all day, all night, all day. He goes and plays. The sun comes out.
Well, he also
Stopped
just
raining.
happened.
There was nobody in the street. Everybody, the street all filled up. People were dancing. Mike was dancing with Minnie Peter.
We were singing O Sole Mio, though. That's
right.
usually what does it.
Let me tell you, that made the festival.
Now we had a
That
good
weekend. That was a disaster.
Rain or
Both
shine,
days.
the Wise Guy Show crew will be there. If you invite us or we're part of something, we don't run away. We're not afraid of the rain.
Well, now that you've seen
What
what
if
we
it
did
snows?
this on our show this time, going to different restaurants and places that you have something special, we're going to come. If you want us to come and
you're gonna give
promote
us free
something for
food.
you, right? People are already asking.
Yeah, you have to go see Harrison. I'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're-
you give us free food,
See
we
that?
promote
We'll
you.
be
That's
there,
great
right?
deal.
Shit.
Well, I
gotta
know
get something out of
Biagio
this.
knows.
I think as time goes on, because right now we're mid-July, whatever. I do think, like Angela was saying, some of them may just come back and say we'll have it. I think it's just the fear of if the numbers start going back up. But a lot of things are on hold right now, just like everybody else. You're in
There
limbo.
was a
yet,
little-
Yet we're holding the dates. I probably have at least 15 different festivals from, let's say, in August, which I don't think is going to happen. But September, October is probably 7 or 8 of them. They may come through. You don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's one of those things.
But
You
I like
just
that
don't know.
because like other towns see like Orange doing it, so they're like, okay, why
Right.
not? Why not just
Right.
do it
They
too
may
then?
turn around.
Right.
Right. They may turn around and say,
Well, you never know. It just comes down to if they find a good treatment for some people who have COVID and a cure. If that happens, it's very possible it can happen. It's not impossible. We have people working round the clock to try to find out. And right now, what I was told today is they did a test for over like 100 people who they did a vaccine, and all 100 people it worked. So now they're doing, I was told, 30,000 people. I don't know how right that number is.
You're
but
right, 30,000. That's what I heard.
30,000 people are going to take a vaccine for COVID, and if it works, I'm going to assume we have a vaccine.
And then we give each one of them another stimulus
everything comes back to normal, But real quick for Annette, I wanted to mention now that some schools are starting to open up, especially in the child care system. If you need child care or child camp, go see Annette at the Learning Experience in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, and they really are very safe in everything that they do. So if you have a child that you want child care, I would really go see them in Englewood Cliffs, the Learning Experience. Annette is the director. I want to thank Annette for doing all the film, all the work today on the new broadcasting system. I want to thank Sandandonio, Benjamin Franklin, a.k.a. Did a great. He always does a great job. And I really, I don't know if anybody has anything else to say. I really personally want to thank Joe Catalano for Joey Cat. Thanks, Joey. You have a good time, Joe? What do you
I'll
think?
be here anytime you want me.
What did you think of your experience of the Wiseguyz show so far?
Great, loved it.
Yeah, you were saying?
I want to come back.
Give us some inspiration.
What else could I say?
I want to thank Nicky for making it tonight. He was actually came in clean shaven and he was waiting to talk.
Well, tell him where you came from real quick.
Practice.
Yeah, he's
Right. Yeah, he did an open mic. He did an open mic.
Working
You
out.
want to talk about the place? You want to mention?
Yeah, Tiff's Comedy Club, Morris Plains. It's a newer comedy club on the rise. We got Sam Tripoli now as well.
Wow, you were up there today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sam Tripoli, who was one of the guys who manages Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz and all those big guys in L.A. There was a Dojo Comedy Club, which Tiff's is out in L.A. And that one shut down, so now Sam Tripoli is going to be in charge of this one. So
no more Bob
hopefully we
Levy?
get some big. No, Bob's going to be there. Bob's a comic. This guy is like a booker.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get some bigger names there. We want to get Joey Diaz there eventually.
Joey Diaz was in my scene.
I know.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like Vinny Pastore.
You think we could get Chips Cooney in here one day?
Oh, I love him.
He called me during the show.
Oh, I love him.
He probably called me saying, "Hey Nick, I see you on the internet. You're live."
Listen, he's a piss.
Yes, I know.
He is
on.
on.
Oh yeah, you met him at the show. That's right. That's right.
Fucking
Yes,
nuts.
he was.
We laughed.
Can we get him in here
night.
one day?
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll come in.
let's hook him up. Let's get him.
Stop fucking telling people I'll come to their show, Nick. That's 30 minutes away too far.
Doesn't like driving at night.
No, he
so that
doesn't
may
like
be the
driving
trick.
far.
I also want to thank Mad Dog Mike Jenkins for coming in tonight.
Good to see you, Mike.
Angelo Cheddar.
Thank you.
Mind if I give a shout out to my little girl? Can I give a shout out to my little girl?
Yeah, sure.
Ciao Melania, papà ti voglio bene, bella.
She's already understanding the internet now.
Oh, she understands it. She watches Gaucho with me, bro. This girl's unbelievable already.
That's great.
AC Milan, I guess.
Of course.
Huh?
In a way, sometimes thank God for Facebook because you got to see the pictures during the. We weren't able to.
Yes.
Seeing you with the baby and all that. We were all happy for you. I know we all were.
Thank you.
And yeah, so I want to wrap this up, and I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for posting on our page. We do have. We have new we have admins that we added to the page. Anthony Rodia, Lou Greco, Uncle Louis, and obviously Anthony was Uncle Vinny. We try to minimize the admins, but they're constantly posting, and their videos are all funny and all good. So let them post instead of having for me to approve
everyone.
But our page has been pretty much our media newspaper. I mean. It's really moving nice, and I want to thank everybody and
for your support.
Yeah, it's great stuff. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. The Wiseguyz will return on July 29th with Joe Woolley and more to be announced. Joe Woolley will be the special guest host, and God only knows who we're going to have call in if Antonio ever fixes the speaker back here. But you never know who we're going to have, or we're going to work on it in the next 2 weeks. And what?
Can't wait.
What happened?
You'll see.
Oh.
All of you are going to have homework, and you have to deliver it to me 2 days before our next show.
You hear that?
There you go.
All
There you
right.
You won't see me.
Well, I'm Freddie the Fireman on behalf of all the wise guys, Biagio, Jumper Gennaro, Joey Cat, Nikki Voices, Angela Chetta, and Mike Mad Dog Mike Jenkins. We'll see you July 29th.
Yes, see you on the 29th.
Love you all, and God bless, and be safe.
God
and,
bless everyone.
Wear your mask where you need to, and wash your hands.
Ready to close?
Uno, due, tre, azzo!
Buonanotte.